603.
Hey, foil ornithopter.
Yeah. The only ones that are cooler. Antiquities ones, and then there's whatever the other version of that one is. But let's get this going. Maybe I should pull up and see how many YouTube guys we have. We have a good good bunch of cars to go out today.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I want some of these cars. How come we can't be in this?
Because them's the rules.
I've got a play set of ovens here. I gotta look for cats after I'm done looking through artifacts.
I'm gonna start making fake accounts.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Even though, like, you know, Tony has your address.
Even if I did, I wouldn't cross-reference it anyways. I would just be like, okay, I guess this guy named Juice Pretzel. Juice Pretzel.
Posh Justin.
Yeah, that's what you should say. They'd be like, oh, I wonder who this guy is. No, Skull Clump's crazy, dude. That's too crazy of a card. It's Band of Legacy, right?
I put it into the cube.
Yeah, it's Band of Legacy too, yeah.
I didn't have it in the cube for the longest time, and then the very first time I put it in,
it
immediately won the cube.
It's the best card in an uncommon cube. I can't imagine the card be getting better than that one. It literally just is the best.
I did put Mental Misstep in.
That doesn't even seem that great, though.
It's okay.
Skull Clamp.
When you're playing best, like 2 out of 3, it's fine.
Put all the busted shit in there now. There's a counterbalance in there now,
so
you can countertop.
Yeah, just push it. Like, oh, does your deck even have 3 drops?
I need a mana drain, but I want an English Italian one.
Devin, how's it going, dude?
Is that something JB has? English Legends mana drain? That sounds like something he would have.
I have one, yeah. It's beat the hell out of, but I have one.
That sounds perfect for the cube.
Sean Davis, what's going on? Devin, hey, how you doing? All right, we're going to get this raffle started. I just got to pull the data. And we'll hop into the show, and then maybe JB will join us at the end, and then we can trash him, you know? I was saying stuff like...
I'll do that anyway, just beans.
Yeah. Just beans. All right, where am I going? Sorry, a little lost here. We still have a bunch of prizes that have yet to be claimed, so come on down to the barn and come get them, you know? Okay, so episode...
All right, Josh, I got 4 ovens and 1 cat for you.
100. Welcome to the pre-show where we set up our podcast.
Nice.
I gotta get this out of my way. It's gonna drive me crazy. Oh yeah, I also bought. It finally came in the mail like 9 months later. The Professor's Academy thing.
Oh, that deck box thing or whatever.
It's too big. I hate it.
I gotta see it.
It's on camera now. I'll show you later during the stream or when we podcast. But I'll talk about it. It's not a bad box. It's just too large. That's my singular complaint about it. It's a too large of a box.
You mean it's bulky?
Oh man, I forgot I had to dig out Chatterstorm.
Yeah, I'll do a review, Professor. I'm reviewing you today. There's some neat things about it. Like if you have, it is. Yeah, I'll just go into it later. I have thoughts on it. I have thoughts on it.
Let's get the raffle over with.
Yeah, I'm trying, buddy.
Boxes to dig through.
Yeah, you keep doing that. Can someone check the audio on the stream to see if it's loud enough? That way it does. I don't.
Sorry.
No, not you guys. The audio from the recording device that I use is perfect. The audio on the stream might be a little bit off because it's different. I think I just gotta boost you guys. It should be fine. Because last time I had you guys, I got 30 or 40% and it got bad. Brute Force games. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome, dude. Sean Davis, the way to get into this, and before I pull the names, is you got to go to our YouTube. When you go to our YouTube, you then subscribe, and then when you're make sure that your settings are set up to be public so I can actually pull the data. If it's private, I can't see it. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Devin. Okay. Pulling up the YouTube now. And then probably for the subsequent weeks, we're just going to raffle off the unclaimed gifts that people didn't want.
Oh, hey, cookbook. Probably should put that out.
All right. Sean, you got like 15 seconds because I'm pulling that data. The Pinkertons are coming. That was a good last episode. All right, I'm refreshing it now, so if you're in, you're in. You're not, you're not. Sorry, bud. Don't worry, you can always win next week, too. This is not... Okay, let's get all this stuff. When you guys leaving Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta figure out a time to come meet you tomorrow.
You just tell me. I can drop it off wherever. Or if you remind me at the end of the cast, I'll pack it up and then I can drive to wherever you need me to and get on my way home from work. I don't pay for gas, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's one of the perks I have. So gas is just not a thing to me anymore. Which is it's a nice thing to have. Company cars where they're just like, here, have stuff. You're like, okay. Here's
whatever you say.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. All right.
All I get from work is blocked by women.
I get free food. I'll take it. Bro, how do I only have one Shatterstorm?
I got multiples.
I got a bunch of those. I'll dig them out. I'm getting there.
I'm just going.
I'm going through the boxes on my desk right now. I still have to go from the closet.
You're nuts. You guys don't run a tight ship, I can see.
I do. I just organize every couple of months and downside size. Ugh.
Dude, I'm kind of regretting I gave away, like, when I moved into this apartment, I gave away, like, 10 1,000 count boxes
of stuff, yeah, and there's probably just gas sitting in it.
There's, like, no,
you give it to
there's,
Danny.
like, Innistrad, there's, like, even, like, there's cards from Innistrad that I want. That
Matt,
in those
Barrett,
boxes.
Nice to see you, buddy. It's been a minute.
Like, there's a card that they're playing now to replace Expressive Iteration. It's like a mana and a red, and it's like exile the top two.
Okay.
And you can play them until your next turn.
All right. We will. I guess I could.
Oh, the instant.
I guess
You
I
know
should share my
that card's
screen,
in the newest set too, right?
It is.
It's sorcery speed.
All right, we're gonna
yeah.
shuffle this up, and then we will start with the first one. Which first giveaway is Urza Saga from the list. Card
Nice.
rules. Oh, I gotta do a random RNG. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up the RNG. Random number generator. What's the max on this? Sweet, we're up to 120. 120. We have more subscribers than that. I think we have like 220 something, but of the subscribers, about 100 of them don't have public settings.
Still waiting for us to hit 500.
Let's see. I'll just keep it like this. How does that look? Can you guys see it on the stream? No, I gotta move my fatter head. I'm over here now. Actually, just let me make myself tinier. Sweet, dude. Okay. So we're gonna generate a random number for the Urza Saga, which is 119, which is Kikoman. You get the Urza Saga. Woo!
Got him.
All right. Next card up is a foil Seed of the Synod, or the Seat of the Synod, which is from the Secret Lair. The thing actually rules. All right, let's see who's going to get that lucky number, which is 109, which is the Bacon. I love the names on here. The Seat of Synod. Okay. Next winner, let me click off this. Is 34, and you've won a Endurance for Modern Horizons.
Sorry.
That was the weirdest sneeze in my life. Who's 34? Right? I was so confused on what that was.
Same.
Oh, I think Devin Cheney, you're in the chat. You're also number 34, and you've won the Modern Horizons Endurance.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations, dude.
Person who watches us.
Yeah, sick. All right.
I remember if you go back, you got to get the voice line of me saying no one watches us.
Yeah, I know. Giganta with that Halo foil. I think that's what they call it.
Halo
yeah.
foil.
46,
Jeff,
which is just hip.
I got you, bro.
Giganta.
I hope you burn in hell.
You want some white border orders out there?
All right. Next up for the raffle is going to be foil Renin Realmbreaker, regular edition, whatever you want to call these nowadays. Let's generate that. It's number 4. Adam Spychowski. Woo! You got a Ren and Realmbreaker. I will catch you, my dude, at Nephilim. Thanks for saving me on postage. All right, next card is I opened up another foil Grim Corpseborn. I think that card's cool, or was cool at least. 112. Tyler Adams, you won a Grim. It doesn't feel random, but the same people have won over and over, which is kind of crazy.
Gosh. These are better than them white borders.
No way.
All right.
White
Next
border.
card up is a foil crazy looking Elish Norn Grand Cenobite. This whatever. It's not a Halo foil, but this card does slap.
What's better, chat?
20.
White border ornithopters or Jeff's match set of...
They're black
One of
borders,
that
so they're just infinitely better.
Bilficer, you get the
What
Elish
does
Norn.
that say?
We got 2 foils, and then 2 old border.
All right. Next card is the Muldrotha, the Double Masters Edition, and it comes with the full art, whatever, foil. 61 for Muldrotha, which is John Young. This guy's won 3 times in a row and still hasn't contacted me.
Man's got like $200 in cards
Just
waiting.
sitting. All I need is an address. I can send him.
Until next week when we start raffling this cards away.
Yeah, no kidding. Valky, God of Lies, the alternate art that turns into the Tybalt. That's the next one up on the line, which is number 1. Look at that. Out of 120, number 1 finally got Aaron Stoll. Got Valky. Or what was that card's name is? Yeah, Valky. All right. Last to raffle off, what is this one? Oh, this is the Halo foil Kroxa Titan of Hunger, whatever the hell it's called. Titan of Death's Hunger. That's the last card. Yep. 63. Jordan Hansen. Kroxa. All right. Sweet. Filter this real quick. Get all our winners. Thank you guys for following us, man. It's been a huge deal for us to kind of grow out of this podcast, and hitting episode 100 is a huge milestone, and I'm pretty excited for today's episode because we're going to talk some Schmidt. All right. So again, Bilficer with Elish Norn, Endurance for Devin Cheney, Tyler Adams, Grimgren, Hip gets Giganta, Jordan Hansen gets Kroxa, Muldrotha is to John Young, the Bacon gets Seed of the Synod, Kikoman gets Urza Saga, Aaron Stoll gets Valky, and then Adam Spychowski get Ren and Realmbreaker foil. All right, guys.
Tony, quick. What does the chat say on Ornithopter?
Did anybody say anything on Ornithopter? Nobody said anything yet. But we got a full episode here today. We'll talk about Ornithopter. All right, let me switch over to this. And I got to disable this camera. I got to disable it because then it goes so I can activate it on here.
I'm going to get all my White Borderlands signed by John Avon. What? Oh.
That's going to be a tough line, dude.
It's not like I'm playing.
All right, good point. Never mind. You're good. You're going to be like the placeholder for everybody. That's actually not a bad idea.
That's what Ollie's doing.
He's got the right idea. This is a vacation where I'm going to make enough money to go on another vacation.
Nice. That's a win-win, as they say.
Right? Thank you.
Seems like a win-win. All right, let's share my screen with you guys so you can see what we're talking about today. And lastly, let's turn on the camera for me and then pop this bad boy out. Hi, participants. JB is going to be joining us at some point here. I don't know when, but show not confirm. And it's just you and me again. No Jeff. Soft.
I'm not feeling the greatest. I don't feel like being on camera.
Soft. All right. Let's get that theme song going. Wow, I got some viewers for episode 100. Woo! All right,
where are we all streaming on?
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all at the same time. Nice. It's just easier that way. That way I don't have to pick an outlet. It just gives the most options. All right, 3, 2, 1, theme song.
Why can't I hear it yet?
You don't get to hear it because I can't put any more than a 5-second clip through the soundboard. That's frustrating. You have to limit it to 5 seconds because soundboard things. You are listening to episode, yes, you heard it correctly. God damn it, this stupid theme song just loops. you are listening to... Yeah, of course. You are listening to episode, yes, you heard it correctly, 100 of Paper Player. Thanks for everybody for joining us on this ride to get to episode 100. Now the next quest is episode 1000. I'm your host, Tony. I'm joined with Josh and Jeff. JB may be joining us later, but he spent all his money on Japanese Haruya cards being shipped over in Japanese, so he's currently doesn't have an internet bill, or he can't pay for his internet. Japanese. Yeah, he spent all of his money, and now he doesn't have enough money to afford internet or electricity, but he is doing the right thing.
Which waifu pillow is he going to bring this weekend?
We bought him one, and he threw it out because he was embarrassed because he didn't want his parents to see it. We bought him one for... They're pretty, the waifu pillows can be pretty raunchy, but yeah, that's right. Episode 100.
He didn't want his parents to see.
He, before we left the con, he, secretly threw it out. We're like, you jerk. Guys, we did it. Episode 100. No problem. It's going to be easy, fun class, but, if you guys ever want to connect with us in the cast or be enrolled into or have an opportunity to get into our weekly giveaways, just subscribe to us on YouTube and make sure that you make your profile public. If you want to connect with the cast in any other way, just go to our link tree. That's all the different ways to get to us. And then if you're interested in doing the live show, you're more than happy to jump in at the end of the live show today. And you just do that via Discord, and we usually call it the after show, and then we usually post that after too. But today we got some show notes of Magic Roundtable. A new segment that I really do love, which we are gonna have to come up with a little jingle, Josh. Paper Players Custom Curations. I am getting a real kick out of custom cards. I've never paid attention this much before, and they're pretty fun.
Dude, they're so good.
Mom's After School Program, aka the Aftermath. Those cards. We're gonna do a band card segment this week, and it's gonna be geared towards things that are in EDH. I made a post about it, and I got some things to say. And then the member of these, I'll keep this as a surprise towards the end. Maybe JB will be here for that, and then we'll hop into the after show. But bam, and Josh, you get any magic in?
Wrong.
Nice, right off there.
Actually, I did get some magic in. On Saturday, my old so Jim and I play Magic.
Yep.
There was another guy who used to play there. His name is Scott, and he sent out like a,
Bat signal.
A bat signal to come play Magic. So I went over there and I drafted Ultimate Masters, with 5 people or whatever, and then it came down to, so we ended up playing round robin.
Yeah.
I went 3-0 and lost in my last match to Jim, 2-1.
Yeah.
And then Jim lost to Ryan Holly or whatever. So whatever. Breakers ended up putting Jim ahead of me, but we had the same record. He took the box topper and got a life from the loam.
Ooh,
and
nice.
I took the demonic tutor. And then I still got a bunch of other good stuff, like a back to basics, and I don't know, there's something else in my binder. When I go grab it later, I'll be like, hey, this was the other card I got.
Yeah.
And it was a good time. What did I draft? I had no good cards. I played red green aggro. And yeah.
I don't remember. I don't think I ever drafted Ultimate Masters, but those Master sets, I don't know if any of them were solid sets. The Modern Horizon sets and the Modern Master sets have been strong, but Ultimate Masters and Eternal Masters, because they had so many weird constructed solely only cards, things like Surgical Extraction or Force Will, which sucks in limited, believe it or not. Yeah.
You ever been triple bolted in Ultimate Masters before, Josh?
Did you do that to me? Yeah, that was what we were playing for. That's the same situation that happened. So
we were playing for the box stopper.
Sure, man.
It's the same thing. We were playing for the box stopper, and Jeff triple bolted me. This time I was playing for the box stopper, and Jim reanimated a. What was his big reanimate target? What's the stupid angel? Rhea Dawnbringer.
Oh,
the white 6 or whatever.
Brings back his 7/7 uncommon that leaves behind a 4/4.
Dude, before EDH, did people actually play that card? Because isn't that card from Rhea Dawnbringer? Is that Cold Snap, or am I thinking of?
No, it's from Future Sight block.
No, it's before that. Go back.
Really?
I think I only know the 10.
There's 7th edition Rhea Dawnbringer.
I know the 10th edition art. That's the one that comes to mind. Or maybe there's not even a 10th edition. I'm not.
An old card.
Yeah, was it in Angel versus Demons?
I think so.
No, that was the Chroma.
Well, Chroma's in that one
they
too.
Both are in there.
It might be both in it.
Dude,
it is a kind of safely card.
I played it in in Kalia. I think it came in Kalia, the first commander decks.
Dude, I don't know if you ever had the chance to play Angel versus Demons. I think was it the first dual deck or the second one? It was the second one because Elves vs. Goblins was the first one. The second one, yeah, Angelic versus Demonic. It is the worst dual decks to play against. They just don't. They just both. You have these huge giant demons, these huge angels, and you play cards like Angel's Feather or whatever. Just these horrible cards. You're like, man, they really were casual back then.
That was actually the third dual deck because the first was Goblin Elves and then it was Jace for Chandra.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The Goblin Elves ones, those didn't really play really well either.
No, because you're kind of doing your own thing.
There was a lot of one-ofs.
Yeah.
The Elves kind of just ran over the Goblins deck.
Yeah, unless you were lucky enough to drop a Siege Gang and ping off all the L's, which is you
or
didn't have...
Sharpshooter.
Yeah. Jace for Chandra also did not play well ever because the Jace deck just dominated the Chandra deck. The Chandra deck just had really bad this is in the day where before fire design and they just smashed in kind of bad spells. And dude, the Chandra deck is rough. The Jace deck comes with 2 counter spells. And it has all a bunch of Aether Snipe and all these other bounce things. It's geez, the Jace deck is sick.
Yeah, I remember those being really cool.
Yeah. I should bring back dual decks to get rid of what's that crappy thing that they do now?
Jumpstart.
Yeah, so, anything over Jumpstart, and I hope Aftermath is the replacement to Jumpstart because Jumpstart is just I could do without the 20 extra basic lands. Just give me the 4 exclusive cards,
Yeah.
The Jumpstart, the actual Jumpstart, is cool. But
yeah,
the set-based ones are dumb.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah, those ones are a trap.
For sure,
it's a
man.
Money pit.
Yeah. All right. Jeff, you get any Magic again?
Oh, yeah. I've been playing a bunch of draft on Arena lately.
Dude, this set's so good. It's one of the best.
Dude, it's
really
so much
good.
fun to draft.
It's awesome.
I described it to someone at work as it is the best Timmy format.
Dude, it's all over the place.
Because, like, yeah, like I was saying before when we were talking about sealed, like last week, like there's just, you get your legendary plus your rare in every pack. So, like, you're almost guaranteed in draft to, like, get a bomb because you can't double pick cards. So, like, someone's going to pass you something.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun. And I will admit, there's, like, it feels like a format that has a lot of 3 and 4 drops. So, like, early game can be a little rough to draft, but been drafting red white and I went 7-1 like twice in a row with red white and it just felt so good.
Dude, it's like the first time they've ever made like it's like an equipment space deck or whatever. This is the first time that it's like done well because usually like every other set it's like equipments and auras they've always sucked, but they finally like either the format is slow enough because of how battles are designed that you can actually have time to do that and people aren't just like auto drafting removal. But yeah, like the red white deck is pretty sweet.
This format, like, I haven't enjoyed drafting a format like this probably since Kamigawa.
It's really good, dude. It's just, it flows. Like, I don't know how to say it. And the games can be really swingy, and you can get kind of back into the game by, like, essentially double spelling by, playing a battle, getting the effect, and then flipping it to get board presence. You're like, wow. Whereas, like, sometimes you're behind. So there are some, like, next level plays that you have to be like, if he has this battle and he plays it and flips it, where am I now? And then all the other cards, like the 1 and 2 drops that all have like transform, like there's something to do with your mana and those things like upgrade throughout the set or whatever. Or the matches.
I had a match and it was to play for the last one. Welcome, JB. I was at 1 life. My opponent had out the creature. When it dies, it like deals damage.
Yeah.
So, like, I couldn't obviously block it to kill it. So I had, like, blocked with, like, I think an 0-1, because I had the 2-drop 0-1 with hexproof flash and it backups.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, crazy. And I did that, blocked, and then ended up swinging and gaining enough life and turning the game. And I was at 1 when that happened, and I finished the game at, like, 18 life.
Dude, I've played multiple games where I got down to exactly 1, and I stabilized and, like, turned the game.
It's so crazy.
It's super fun, dude. The set's really good.
Talking about Alluren?
No. I did forget to talk about that, though. I did play at FNM.
Oh, yeah, you did play. I forgot.
I really enjoyed the deck, man. Like, Alluren, like...
I went to FNM.
Going to it or playing it for the first time without having any experience, because I know you sent me the deck list, but I didn't really look over it.
Yeah.
I need to talk about this too because I told Ali I was going to brag about beating him. Game 1, he like steamrolls me, or I wouldn't say steamrolls, but he beats me pretty easily.
Yeah.
Game 2, I end up comboing pretty fast, and then Game 3 we get into this grind match where it's just going back and forth. And I finally build up where I have 2 Force of Wills in hand with 2 blue cards and decide to combo. And we're like fighting over it and I end up getting him. And it just, I don't know, that deck feels so rewarding. And I went 2-0 and then round 3 I played against Show and Tell.
Yeah.
And that was a rough match. Like he got me game 1, game 2 I comboed him out.
Well, the way you beat Show and Tell is because I believe you can put it in Alluren. So like you're like, all right, here we go. Like you just aggressively go in and get an Alluren and hopefully you get the combo.
Yeah, and the hope is that you don't have them land Griselbrand and then draw 14 cards to stop your combo.
Yeah.
That's the key.
I mean, you could always respond to the Griselbrand too, and if you have more than one, like...
Yeah, you just have to hope that you don't whiff.
So game 3, I keep a 2-lander. It's Island, Underground Sea, and I have double Force of Will in hand. So I go turn 1. I think I pondered. He goes and he plays Ancient Tomb, Petal, and then casts Magus of the Moon. So I go Force of Will, and I think he had another land out because he ended up Flusterstorming, and I totally like blanked, and I was like, oh, I can't force his Flusterstorm because there's just multiple copies, and I let it resolve, forgetting that I can just Force Will the Magus, and like I kind of blew myself out because he literally killed me with that Magus doing 18 damage.
That's funny.
I couldn't recover because like I didn't have Snuff Out. Yep, and Snuff Out wouldn't be able to do anything because nothing would be a swamp.
Yeah. Yep. That's essentially a bad beat. Like there's really, I don't know if you have any. Magus the Moon is like one of the cards because the deck plays only 4 basics. Like you can get super punished.
Well, and he said he even picked Magus because he had Blood Moon in the board, but he knew I was playing Force of Vigor.
Yeah.
That's smart.
And then round 4, I played against
Reanimator got raffle stomps.
Reanimator. Well, so game 1, I beat him like
Yeah.
not easily. Game 2, he like steamrolled me, and then yeah, you were kind of watching game 3, and like
Yeah.
I ended up killing the Archon with
He drew the endurance the turn after he reanimated, and I was like, of
Yep.
course, that's the way it goes.
But I ended up killing the Archon with the snake with Death Touch, but
Yep.
at that point he had 2 Dothies out, and I literally that deck has no response to that card.
Yeah,
if
you
it
were
hits.
you were Ludobs. You were just
Yep.
yeah.
Blue Dobbs. But again, it's an awesome deck. I'd love to build it. There's so many dual lands in that deck that it would take me years to build that deck.
Yeah, it's 2 UCs or sorry, 3 UCs, 2 Trops, 1 Bayou, and then Alurin is like it's it's a
$60 card or whatever.
it's like $60, but it is like it is a reserve list card.
Reservables.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's Force Wills, all that other stuff. It's expensive, but by far it is the most fun I've had in Legacy, and I don't know
Yeah,
how
stop
long.
playing only red, and then maybe you can have
Well,
real
this
cards.
deck
I
specifically
have
is
not played red
yeah.
at all this year, Jeff.
to be fair, the Lurin plays like it's a different style like blue deck.
Combo.
It's just different. Like you have multiple axes of attack. Like it's a combo deck that just gets to go like, oh, you stop my combo, I'll just go beat you up with arrow then.
I did that.
Yeah.
I definitely did that against someone. I had
You just shift
16
gears. I'm going here now.
You should try Maverick. With what's the stupid Boo maker?
Solitude,
Minsc and Boo.
Minsc and Blue. Yeah, okay, it's not bad.
It's so good.
I
I think
forgot.
you would like that deck, Jeff.
Yeah,
Round 2, the second match I won, I played against Painter Servant,
yeah.
and he had a Magus out, and I swung and he blocked and traded, and it like opened up for me to do things. And game 3, I had gotten down to 16 cards, so I couldn't kill him with the Alluring combo.
Fine.
So I casted Uro, and I had enough to what is that ability called again? Escape the
Escape,
second one.
Yeah.
And I was about to do it, and then I was like, wait, this card's legendary. Holy cow. Because I never played with Uro when it was in any format.
Yeah, it's
So I was like,
I mean,
oh, yeah,
you still
that's
get
legendary.
the ability when it comes in, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But like,
I'd rather keep the
I'm
mana
one.
up to hardcast the Force of Will that was in
I
hand,
guess.
which I did multiple times in that game.
Yeah.
Hardcasted Force.
yeah.
you'll definitely do that with that deck.
JB,
But yes,
you
anytime you're not playing, I will definitely play Alluring.
I probably won't be. I'm only there to play like my league matches, which we are in a legacy league thing with like a bunch of locals, and everybody plays everybody, and then winner best record takes all the money. I think
Nice.
No, it's top 3.
whatever. But I have some.
yeah,
I have
you get
actually.
some,
I have an idea that I'm gonna float to Taylor about it. But anyways, JB, you get any magic in?
Yeah, I played in the Legacy event too. I played Rug Lands. So it splashes blue to play Ipnu Rivulet in case someone's playing Doomsday. And then also plays Flusterstorm out of the board, which is really good sometimes. And that's literally the only blue cards in the deck. Oh wait, Hydroblast too.
Yeah.
It's got like one of those in there. But had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I always like playing lands. It's always like goofy garbage, and like I really made my what was it? Okay, so I think it was third round. I was 1-1 at that point, and I played against an Elves player. Didn't know he was on Elves. I kept a hand that was like Mox Diamond, Crop Rotation, Thespian Stage, Tabernacle, Exploration, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe not Exploration. I think that Life from the Loam. And I led on the blind. I led Tabernacle, Diamond, Pass. He looked at me and he went, "Did you really lead with a Tabernacle?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he played an elf, and I just started laughing. And then he was like, "Why would you take that line?" And I'm like, "Because in my mind, I can crop rotation away
The tabby.
the Tabernacle if it's a worthless card against you in this matchup. I can go get something else."
That's so funny.
So he's just like
Line blow him out.
he was so mad. Well, he wasn't mad about it, but he was just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, that's my mentality on this. I think it's fine."
Yeah.
Like, I had enough backup in my hand that like it was gonna be okay either way. Like if it was combo, I'm probably losing game 1 anyways. But
Yeah.
And that's the problem is I need to stop playing blue to beat combo decks.
There's none at the store.
And no, there are. There was a ton running around for a while. It was nothing but.
I mean, painter
And,
servants combo.
Well,
Yeah, it's
my
interactable
blue
combo.
doesn't
It's
stop
not
that
it's
yet.
not it's not Storm or like Grizzlebrand or what
Or-
is it?
or,
Yeah, it's interactable combo.
Tess or whatever.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the blue in there is just like, it's not worth playing. Those matchups are gonna be bad either way. Like having the blue in there won't win me the match.
Yeah, if you're not like boarding 15 cards in to shore up the matchup, like what are you doing? You know,
Exactly.
like just move on.
Yeah, I think I'll just go back to red green. But I also played against round 2. I played against a 4-color pile. You know, where they play only one basic.
Yep.
And both games, it was just me wastelanding him out of the game the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's so good.
Wasteland's gnarly, dude. Especially when you
it's-
get to punish those decks.
Yeah, the only thing that they can do to really stop you from doing that, not even Force of Will stop you. They have to have Force of Negation, and they run 2.
Yeah, and
Because
that only
stops the life from the loam.
it only gets one of the life loans. It doesn't get all of them. So like you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Like if you draw a second one, it's like phew. Really like
Then you're back on.
they should be playing endurance to when you do life of the loam. It's like start over. You know.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. And I mean, to be fair, there was a turn where I drew a life from the loam, had one in the bin or whatever, and wasn't reoccurring it because I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to wasteland lock him.
Yeah.
And then he missed a land, and you know he enduranced away the life from the loam at the end of his turn to make
Yep.
sure I couldn't reoccur. And then I was like, I'll just cast this one.
Yeah. And he just
And
eye
started
roll.
wasting again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's just like, oh man.
Yeah. It's such an eye roll moment. Like God damn it.
Yeah, I
I
forget
got-
what I lost to. I can't. Oh, show and tell. Same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy was running
Yeah.
hot. He turned 1-1 on camera.
Did he?
Oh,
Oh, that's
yeah.
so funny.
And Juan goes, "Hey, I don't have Solitude." It's like, okay, next game.
Pick him up, boys.
I didn't play against a single wasteland now that I think about it.
Yeah, there's
Good.
Yeah.
I
got
mean, it's
lucky
not
with
that
one.
bad for your deck because you have some number of basics so you can get away
Or-
with fetching into
you,
them.
you can
Yeah.
also outpace it too. Like if
Yeah.
you play like a singular Earl, like their Wasteland plan, unless it's lands, it's just never gonna work. Like Wasteland is specifically like great in Delver to like make you slip up, and if you ever get the chance to just go like Earl, get up one more land, the Wasteland is just out the door. It's no longer a thing.
Yeah, they're now behind.
Well, it's no longer an option.
I played like a C2. I
Mhm.
went 3-1.
Yeah. Get a round one beat
Or
by
no,
Juan.
2-1. Sorry, I didn't play the round. I didn't play round 4. I played 3 rounds. So I lost. I played round 1 to Juan, and I got there game
Yeah.
1. I was playing blue red Delver, but I was like, I don't play Magic very often. I'm gonna play the cards I like. So I was playing Sprite Dragon. I played a full set of Mishra's Baubles because I didn't know what to do with
Yeah.
Expressive Iteration gone, and I didn't
Yep.
have the card people were playing. So I played a full set of Baubles. And I put some Delvers in.
Classic.
Yeah, bringing it back.
What's up, 2015?
Did you feel good about playing them at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt really good about the deck. I lost in game 3. I lost to Juan. He had exactly the endurance to stop me from casting the Murktide.
Yeah.
And he got me in game 3. But game 2 or round 2, I forgot who I played, but I kind of just ran over that guy.
What was he playing?
I don't even remember. I just remember like
It was so easy. I didn't even
The
remember.
disrespect.
I remember his
Man.
personality. This is what it is. But I remember like I kind of just like ran over him. And then round 3, I played against an Infect game, and that was very back and forth. But I eventually Sprite Dragon got there for the win.
Nice.
I was actually really impressed with Sprite Dragon for the night.
It's okay.
It gets like out of people like ignore it.
Well, that's what I was
Like,
gonna
you
say.
guys-
People are
you
like,
guys just did. People ignore it.
people are just waiting for the Murktide to slap, and you're like, oh, this thing's a 5/5, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just kill you with this.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucks about it is it can get
What's the
prismatic.
Yeah, that card.
Yeah.
I don't
And
play
Fatal
white,
Push.
sorry.
Well, whatever. Who plays
No
Fatal
Fatal
Push
Push
other than
anymore.
Fair.
No
I
one.
finally
Fatal.
added that card to the cube.
I mean, it's a good card for
Sweet.
an uncommon.
Is the video for FNM up it?
No, so me and Josh, we actually recorded some audio over match 3, which was the most interesting of the night. Match 1, the games rounds 1 and 2 are okay, and then round 4 it's okay too. I just got to do the audio over it because it's silent. So the idea was to get 2 people at the same time, but it sounds like you guys are gonna be busy. So I'm gonna be throwing that up probably this Saturday, and then we'll have some more legacy content up. But that's what I did recording, and then the best thing happened because the store owner forgot that I was going to be recording, so I had to get to a different spot, which the lighting was way better. So I was like, I'll take this spot all day. Just give me this spot going forward. So it's more
as long as we can take out the light.
Well, I went back to the store. They haven't even turned it on, so I don't think that light's ever coming back on.
It's just off forever.
Yeah, they have like 100 lights in that store. What do you just go down to 99? What's the big deal? Commander, baby. Yeah, and then I played league matches. I am 1-1 in our current league. I lost to Constant. How do you say his name, JB?
Constantine.
Okay, Conman.
Conman, yeah.
I lost to Conman, and then I beat Taylor, which it was fun because he was playing Red Green Initiative, and I was lucky enough to just be like, I have a guy that has a 1/1 flyer that has flash and draws cards, so I'll just take the initiative. And just immediately took it, and he's just like, oh, and I was like, and I'll follow.
And it has
up.
Death Touch, so I can like make sure that I kill guys
I'll just block. I'll block all your initiative guys, and it was pretty good. He's like, I definitely underestimated like 8 1/1 flyers. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good when you're playing, that.
Nothing but ground guys.
And all I did was I just gripped like Force Will. So as soon as I saw Fury, I was like, yeah, I don't care what the next spell is going to be. Goodbye, Fury.
Yeah, as long as I don't die to this now.
Yeah, like Fury is just the only thing.
Dude, I'm gonna razz him a little. He was so pumped because he's been avoiding playing matches because he wants to get in reps against decks before he plays them.
Well, the best part was
he wouldn't play me a couple weeks ago because he's like, I haven't played against blue-white at all. I can't play against you.
Yeah. My favorite part was, like, so I have the initiative, so I'm in the Undercity, and then I also have a card that lets me venture through the dungeon just randomly in my deck, Asrak, so I was able to go through the dungeon faster than he was.
That's so funny.
I was like, check this out. Yeah, I'll use the ability before you. And he was like, no, you have to go to the other dungeon. I was like, no, I'm stuck in this dungeon. I have to complete this one before I go to the next one. And he goes, funny. I was like, oh, that's pretty sick. So, yeah. All right, dudes.
I casted that dude a couple times, like
you just do it for value,
just to like scry and stuff.
Yeah, it's
just a bonus.
Like your back's against the wall when you're doing that.
But you can get out of things with it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's a cute card.
It's nice to have.
Yeah.
But mentioning the 8/1/1 flyers, there was plenty of matches I did hella damage with just swinging 1/1s, man.
Yeah. They chip in for damage, and they're super good at blocking like.
I was gonna say, you know what else they do? Block a 20/20.
Yeah, I love when I was on to learn and Jeff would play or JB would play like Dark Depths. I'm like, all right, here's a 20/20. I'm like, I'll just block with the 1/1. It doesn't have trample, right? He's like, no. I'm like, all right, I'll just block.
That's why the spear's in there now, baby.
Yeah, the spear is tough to deal with. But yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, dudes. Let's go right into the custom curations. I got some hot ones.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't want to see these.
These are fun, dude. I like them.
I'm the only one that doesn't like these. These are great.
Yeah, this is so fun.
So my problem is he came to my work to show me them.
Oh, I did.
Showed up at my work.
There's like 100 of them.
Like, look at all these, and I'm like, okay.
I'm gonna start doing that now, dude.
Just come to my work.
So, don't
go out of my way to get gas that's more expensive.
I'm just gonna let you know. If your card ever shows up on here, and if you're a viewer of the show, this is purely just in good fun. Some of these are just really nonsensical, and sometimes we just got to put some people in check because some cards that they create are just.
I'm not saying anything I wouldn't post as a comment.
Yeah. All right. So the first one, actually, a card that I think is good. Like I was like, this is impressive. Good. So it's.
Is that your art? Is that you?
I would hope so.
AI-generated Tony?
I would hope so, but it's Balthor Rockfist for red 1. It's a 2/2 with haste and first strike, and then you can tap 2 untapped dwarves you control to destroy target artifact, and whenever an artifact is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target dwarf you control. This seems like a reasonable card. Good design. Yeah. Boom.
Doesn't break anything. Yeah. Gives you a little bit of flavor.
It has a deck already in EDH it can go into.
Yeah, it's just it's just cool. But so good job.
This is illegal. You can't show me ones that are okay. This is against the rules.
Well, I'm gonna show you.
Something egregious. Come on.
We'll get there. This one, Blessing of Angels, same thing. It's white for 7 mana total. Instant for each creature attacking you or a planeswalker you control. Create a 4/4 angel.
I thought this was an enchantment at first.
No, so it just makes a bunch of 4/4s at instant speed.
Cool.
Completely fair. Okay. It's all right.
This card's pretty. It's
Now we go into this card exists already, but just the color shifted. So we have Defiling Harvest, which is just exploding borders, but instead of it being red, it's black. So it's the same exact card.
Same dude.
It's instead of it dealing damage, it's loss of life. So yeah,
Right, sure.
I hope this person made this
Okay.
organically, or they're just like, I love exploding borders so much, I had to make a second copy.
I need a new
I need to
one
be able to play two
for
in
my
Jund
Jund.
deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some young guy.
JB used to be. I saw this card and it was like, I was like, hold on, JB. When we first started playing Magic, JB had a 5-color deck that he played Child of Alara, and he had this card in it, and he would
Yep.
beat me with this card. It's so
Yep.
bad, but I was like, I need to cast. I was trying to cast like Nico Bolas for 8 mana, and he's just like exploding borders. I'm like, not again.
Yeah, it was so great because I could go get a land and be able to have more domain.
Also, I think you had Fusion Elemental in the deck, and you also had Child of Alara in the deck. So like,
and I
even-
had Progenitus.
I don't know if you ever casted. You might have casted the Progenitus once, but you definitely had the Child of Alara, and I remember just being like, "This is the most busted card because if I just played my Nico Bolas, he'll just sack this Child of Alara and I lose everything."
This is the funniest thing I've ever heard. You guys talking about being innocent Magic players.
Dude,
It was so good. We
What
played
happened
such
to you
trash.
guys? I'm surprised you guys don't smoke cigarettes.
I loved like Naya Hushblade, and JB would play Bant
I played
Sureblade.
those.
He had the
you
first
remember
strike one,
those
and that
knights
one's the
would
best.
pump?
Yeah.
Remember those knights from Alara that would pump
Yeah.
based on alternating colors? Like you'd have to
Yeah.
like pay the 4 other colors.
Yeah.
I played all of those knights.
I just remember
I
getting,
miss those days when EDH matches would take 4 hours, but you had fun doing it.
yeah. I would get
It
so
wasn't EDH, it was just tabletop 60 card.
yeah. I would get so locked into like these are my colors, so I got to beat him with my colors, and I only bought like one booster box, and I was like, there's got to be something in here, and he's just wrecking me with Bant Sureblade. I was like, how do I beat a 3/2 first striker? It's not, or is that one the one with first strike? I was like, how do I beat this? Because I can't
Go
beat it.
for it.
And I was like,
Woolly
all right, well,
Thoctar.
I'd be like, Woolly Thoctar. And he'd be like, all right, I give it Exalted. I'm like, how do I block this? This isn't fair. And
It's huge.
he played Rocks Warmonks against me once. And I was like, I can never win. And I was like,
Legacy
and I'm playing like Wild Nakados.
playable for a little while.
Yeah,
was.
It was played in Legacy.
In Bant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
countertop.
Yeah.
Or it was in natural order too.
All right, the next card. All right, here we go. Avacyn, Angel
Oh my
of Nope.
God.
So this is 3 for a hybrid. So this one is 3 for a hybrid. So it's Azorius hybrid 2 times, so 5 mana total for a flying indestructible, which looks like flavor text for some reason. So that's whenever your opponent casts a spell, you may scry 1. Use this ability as an instant. It puts that in quotations just in case you didn't know. If the card that was looked at is a blue spell, you may cast it in response to your opponent's spell, ignoring this card's ability on the stack, whatever that means. And then, if it is a white spell, you may pay for its mana cost and exile it plus 1 permanent your opponent controls.
Wait. So does that mean?
That's pretty good.
I was about to say, if you stifle, you can't stifle the triggered ability because it's on the. You ignore it. On the
You're
stack.
ignoring the stack. You
Yeah,
still get to cast the
I don't.
card.
I don't understand what he's trying to convey here. What's the point? If the
I
card
know
was
we're
Thought
supposed to be
stifle was
nice.
too good.
Yeah,
Why
it
does it
wasn't.
scry?
why is it
don't
1
know.
scry 1? Like you may 1. That you may pay 1. You may 1.
Pay one, just scry one.
Real quick, Tony.
Yeah.
Someone commented on YouTube saying that the Facebook stream keeps freezing.
Oh no, that stinks. So, well, they switched over to
What can we do about it?
I don't know if I can do anything about it. That might be. Let's see what the upload looks like.
All right.
I know we're being, trying not to be mean, but I feel like someone had like a stroke while writing this ability.
This might be a 14-year-old's card. So, yeah. I'm looking at the stream now. It doesn't look like a stream. It might be. Anyways, thank you for switching to YouTube. If see, that's exactly why we're
Fine,
multi-streaming.
Correct.
All right. So my comment to this was what?
Tony's
I was like,
Yeah,
what? I was like,
what?
what?
Like, I don't-
can't- Oh, boys. I say this one the best for last. Okay.
Wait, hold up. And it's Avacyn? Why is Avacyn on Amonkhet?
Yeah. Who knows? It's Angel of Nope. All right. This one is the.
Yeah, there's an Azorius background
All
too.
right, so this one's Abomination of the Shadowed. It is a planeswalker with 5 loyalty
Probably.
for red X, okay? Its ability is +1, make a 2/2 black zombie creature token, -1. Target creature you control fights another target creature you don't control,
hate
and then
this.
-9. Abomination of Shadow deals 11 damage to each creature, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, you may add colorless. What is the X?
Is nothing.
Yeah, what is the X for? And what is wrong with his right arm, bro?
You can pay. You can pay 2. You can pay 3. You can pay 4.
You can pay 0, dude.
So I think their
I
intent.
guess
a
the only
planeswalker
benefit
at
someone played against Chalice of the Void and got real mad.
Perfect. Good. I like what you're thinking. Dude, when I read this card, I was like, what's the X for?
This card
That's
is
it.
just
I
busted.
missed
Is it
that
not?
completely.
Oh yeah, it's broken.
I mean, come on. This card is. I mean,
Unreal.
we all
I
know.
was supposed to say add X colorless.
Yeah, guys, but it does. It does. Come on, guys.
It does. It does.
Outta
It
here.
does for removal. That's for sure.
Dude. I just had so much fun reading this card. I was like, what is going on? It's a goblin. Okay, so it's a goblin, right? But it makes zombies.
It's a shaman, dude. Shamans raise zombies. Come on.
It makes-
I guess that's fair.
yeah, sure.
At least give him that.
Also, 2 mana for 5 loyalty with like making a creature. This is
Insane.
okay. This
Is
is like
this just better than Oko?
Yes.
it's close. It's close. It's close.
No.
Yeah, this is better. I think Oko could come unbanned right now and standard be fine.
Not
Uh,
standard.
Standard.
No way.
What?
Pioneer. I'm
Not
just
fine.
being dramatic.
Yeah,
That
I
was
got
cool.
it. All right.
Continue on.
Anyways,
I really quote you on that.
What? Is that how much you paid for X?
yeah, exactly.
Three watts.
I just love this. He's like, I'll never get challenged. I've thought of every angle.
I'll always land this card.
Also, like, it's legendary planeswalker dash, not the name of the planeswalker, just goblin shaman.
I know it's a creature
But yeah, why
player.
does it have a creature? Oh my god.
You can't play any more if you play goblin, does it die?
I don't know, man. I don't know how this card works.
Does it? How does if you name Goblin with Plague Engineer, how does that work?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's
one
only.
less loyalty.
Oh yeah, there you go. Smart. So I think he meant to put the X like at the beginning of your upkeep. Add,
X.
this many colorless.
Well,
that
that'd be insane.
Is that the passive?
That'd be even
ability?
better.
Yeah, it's a passive at the beginning of your upkeep. You may hold on.
Why
It's
is it
also
at the bottom?
it's also at the beginning of your upkeep, so like you're gonna lose that mana.
Yep.
Instantly.
You gotta have something to do with it.
No. What if you play that one card that lets you keep mana through all phases?
Yeah,
of
sure.
the
Which
Omnaths
one? There's
does
a
that.
couple.
Either way, it's sick combo.
The Omnath and the guy who gives mana burn back to
Oh yeah,
everyone.
dude, I had fun with that. All right. So this week, I know this was spoiled like a month ago because of the leaks. The Pinkertons came and recovered them, but Wizards did reveal their mom cards, and there's some pretty hot ones. So I don't plan on reading all these, but the Ob Nixilis has a lot of talk around it because it's going to be paired with Cat combo. Also goes infinite with
Legacy or Modern?
probably Pioneer.
Oh, Pioneer. Okay.
Yeah, because these are legal in Pioneer. These aren't Eternal.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
So I hope they do this aftermath like every set and just replace Alchemy and do Alchemy because Alchemy is done. Let me rephrase that. They didn't do Alchemy for this set, so there's no online exclusive, and I think they're finally throwing in the towel for Alchemy.
Good.
Yeah, I
Perfect.
think so too. So
Great abomination.
the Ob Nixilis is probably going to be strong just because it also goes infinite with March of the Machines, the enchantment, the 5-mana enchantment. It does an infinite loop, so that's pretty nice. Where you can go turn 4 that, turn 5 this, and then infinite them in standard now. That's pretty big. Tazri, which is just meh. Nahiri. So, Josh, I know you look into the lore of this stuff. What?
New villain.
Yeah, that's what people are saying, that Nahiri is going to be the next villain or whatever.
Darn it. I haven't actually read anything.
I just know like all the Planeswalkers lost their spark and
Johnny kept his and kind of just disappeared. He dipped.
he's like, peace.
Um,
I'm going to go do cat things.
I know Nisa was trying to fight some stuff and called on the ley lines, but they weren't responding. But Chandra helped her. It was like, their bays.
Yeah. All right.
That's
so-
all. I haven't read anything new
Neither
about the
have I.
story since then.
But it's just like a bunch of Planeswalkers got a creature form, and I guess it's cool. I haven't looked at any of the cards, to be honest with you. I just haven't cared. Like it's just like
There was
Yeah,
a
I mean, that's
reprint
where
in
I
the
am.
set too that I was kind of
Training Grounds. Yep.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
Ooh, that's a good card. It's been a while.
Yeah.
that's gonna be in all formats now.
When was the last time that was? Did it, only
only
have
has,
the one?
it only has Rise of
Only
Eldrazi.
World
print.
War.
No, Rise of
Or, yeah,
Eldrazi.
Rise.
It's like
That's crazy.
$50,
And it was in
$40.
mystery boosters.
Yeah, because it's
but-
Yeah,
a
that's
unique effect that doesn't come from anything
Well,
else.
it works specifically with level up, so it was really
Yep.
good with level up. So
That's what I mean. So
yeah.
if you want to be doing that,
But this Kolgun Warmonger, pretty sweet for a dragon deck. Because whenever it attacks, you look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a dragon among them, put them into your hand. That's got to be like an include for EDH decks, right? For like those.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not when it connects. It's that, and then the Karn
when it
is
attacks.
doing Karn is just another construct.
card generator.
Yeah. This one's pretty interesting too. This is kind of like a
Granite Ruins.
yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Isn't this just a power creep to that Greenland?
Or in
from-
Reef,
what
yeah,
was that?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strong, and there's a lot of things that care about counters now. I didn't really look at, like I said, there's so many cards to read. I think they spoiled the entire thing. This Spark Rupture though,
Dude.
R.I.P.
crazy.
attracts
Good
decks. Yeah, I like this card
Right.
a lot. I think that's like some people don't think it's. I think it's legacy playable. If like Minsk and Boo is a problem, you just go like, okay, play this, and then you're just like, yeah, nice deck.
Good luck.
Yeah, like
That's the
the-
crux of your deck. And your way to win.
Goldforge Thopter is gonna see play in standard and Esper Legendaries. Or Esper Legends.
yeah, for this, yeah, that I can see that. It's for sure good. Also, 1/3 lifelink flying artifact is pretty good.
Yeah, it's harder to kill. It protects literally all of your creatures.
Dude, it's got
Oh,
6
yeah, Jeff,
stats.
are you gonna try playing the
No.
standard? No,
I don't have a standard deck I'd want to play.
Yeah.
the $120 standard that you could win the brainstorm in.
As much as that'd be awesome, because that
you imagine
brainstorms millions, billions.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 grand or something.
So this card Filter Out, I think is so good. Like I when I first read this, I had to do a double take. I was like, "Excuse me, what does this do again?" So for blue 1, it's an instant return all non-creatures, non-land permanents to their owner's hand. Like I know it affects
Yeah, I'm
you.
too dumb to know why this is good.
It's
I
just
don't get
good.
it.
Like just imagine like
You guys talked about prowess, but I don't
Like
know.
Paradoxical Outcome.
well, it's similar to
Yeah,
that. It's
but
it's more like a
worse.
Cyclonic Rift. It's like put all your mana rocks back in your hand at the end of your turn.
For EDH,
For
yeah. I
EDH,
don't,
yes.
That's
I
what-
get
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
side of EDH.
I thought you were talking about like a real format.
Fair. My bad. So like also like attracts the super friends, like all those stupid decks. You're just like, all right, put all your stupid planeswalkers in your hand. Good luck casting all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all those decks that do like that. It's just a fast, quick effect, and then if anything with like, so now you have
Hell is
what's
attracts us super friends.
it's the 4-color planeswalker deck that everybody loves for EDH.
EDH.
It's like
Oh,
it's like
EDH.
the one. Like people love
The
that
original
deck.
Atraxa, not the new
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But this card is like it's similar to like Retract and Paradoxical Outcome. This would be a copy number 9, 10, 11, 12. So if there's
The
a way,
paradoxical is way cooler because it draws you a million cards.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the versions of this deck all did like it was like a storm counting or storm building thing where you play Retract because it returns all artifacts and you redump all of them to build your storm count. You just keep building your storm count to then finally just shoot them, and all your storm cards that it costs 0 are like Mox Opals and Mox Ambers, so they're all generating mana. So you're like, all right, I'll float 7 mana, bounce it all back to my hand. Play it again, float 7 more mana, bounce it all back to my hand, and like you just gotta find like this.
Vintage playable?
It seems strong, right?
You already play like repeal.
Yeah.
In paradoxical decks.
You're
is
like
a
pick up
one or
your
two.
pick up like you could like pick up your 3 Moxes. They get to play them on their turn, but at least on your turn you just deny them 3 mana.
Yeah, and it does it to your opponent. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
Well,
what
that's
you're
what I'm
using
saying.
repeal for already, you can do it right. Oh, non-creature. Never mind.
Yeah, you can't hit creatures. So that's kind of
Never mind.
that's the
so
big-
it's worse.
yeah, it's a big stinker. Then there's Metropolis Reformer, which is just every person that likes to gain life. You have Hexproof, Vigilance, Lifelink. It's 2/3 for 3 mana, and then also it's whenever it's dealt damage, you gain that much life. So Blasphemous Act, gain 13. Woo!
Yeah.
This
Oh.
card's okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
Blasphemous Act is pretty sick.
This
Cards
card
are
needs
awesome.
flash.
Yeah. And then the last one I looked at that I liked, which was the Convoke Vampire. That's a 2/2 lifelinker. That's a lord from vampires. Thought that was cool. Also has Madness. I wonder if that works in combination. Can you convoke the Madness cost?
Oh. I don't know.
They haven't
That's a good
confirmed that.
question. No, because it's an alternate cost, isn't it?
Weird.
It says cast it for its madness cost, and then convoke says creatures can help cast this spell, so I don't see why you couldn't do both together.
Good point.
Yeah, but I thought it was like, I don't know.
it's really weird.
Get a
It's just
judge. Call up a judge.
yeah. Let's get,
Convoke isn't an alternate cost, it's an alternate mana pay. Like it's kind of like Phyrexian mana, where you're choosing one or the other to pay that mana.
Ah, gotcha.
Guys,
All right.
why'd you look it up?
No, I didn't.
No,
You big
I
brained
just-
on this one.
I'm just big brained in general.
Okay. So I made a post this week on Facebook, and it's about cards I think they should come off the ban list for EDH. And boy, did that get some Jimmy's rustled. So,
Dude, I would just like to state all of you people commenting that Coalition Victory and Biorhythm should stay banned have no idea what you're doing.
It's just
Those cards are so slow and so bad.
yeah. Let's go.
Nowadays format.
So we'll talk about Primeval Titan, right? Primeval Titan, everybody's like, that's got to stay banned. I go, dude, the game has evolved like from 2014.
I still see the argument
I know Josh
better
hates.
than most of the other cards.
Yeah, Josh hated it.
I mean,
yeah,
No, like, before I think it's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
at this point,
you have
it's like it's not Thorical.
there's so
I'm
many
telling you.
different ways to stop people from searching their libraries now. Like before, it was just like singularly like Aven Mind Sensor, right?
And Stronghold, yeah.
This does it like if you do take this card off the ban list, though, it does homogenize, and everyone's going to be playing Prime.
I'm okay with everybody
In
playing
their
it because
green
I'll
deck,
just
sure,
then
whatever.
you can't be angry when you go to primetime and I play an opposition agent. Like, just the whole idea is like, if there's something that you don't like, there are ways to like deal with it, and it's not like this is your commander. Once you do the
Yeah, that's
They
what they
keep
said about
making
Hogak.
Whatever.
Fair.
That's different.
okay,
That's a one-on-one format.
Yeah.
I know.
but like
Um,
there's so many ways to punish this nowadays, and this is just like the versions of the cards that like say you can't search your library. There's also like preventing ETBs. Elish Norn is like you don't get the ETB anymore. Yes, it does get the attack, but anyways,
This was my biggest
isn't
argument
this-
in that thread, was the idea that if you're playing with friends, I get why there's these rules for going to FNM and playing with random people, right?
yeah.
It's good to have some set rules where you don't have to talk about it beforehand. But if I would have played balance against you guys, because it was definitely in my mono white deck, you would have just been like, okay, and then we would have moved on.
Nah, I would have
It wouldn't have
disqualified
mattered.
you on the spot.
Yeah.
It's definitely in my white. It's in that mono white deck.
Yeah. Either way,
But that was
really
my
don't care
argument. Was like, why does it matter? Like, if you're playing in like friend groups, it as long as you're not tinkering to go, your friends aren't going to care if you tinker to go get some pile of trash for a dumb combo.
Yeah.
They're going to care if you tinker to go get, whatever that stupid 1313 infect guy is.
So,
it's like,
here's the thing.
don't do
Oh,
that.
go ahead. So
Just don't
isn't
do
saying
that.
play cards that stop like search, isn't that the same argument as like saying it dies to removal? Because like, oh, this card's not that good because you can just play something that stops search.
fair.
Yes.
So it's not just the search part. It's the other there's other factors, right? You can stop ATBs. You can it has a one-time effect, right? Like it dies. There's other aspects to deal with it.
It
The
dies to removal.
Yeah, it does. So the initial argument with Primeval Titan, when it was banned, it was I think the article specifically said that when people were briberying each other, stealing each other things, they would pass the Titan, the Eldrazi Titans, and go and get a Primeval Titan. They're like, that's enough's enough. I was like, that's a really weird like roundabout way to like think about it, but sure. And like it gives the mono blue player the ability to grant plans. Like he gets to do that because he's
He's playing bribery. Like he could grab anything else that searches for lands too.
So with Primeval Titan, yeah, all
Bribery is still legal, right?
the yeah it is all the
Yeah.
other
It's like
cards.
100 times worse than.
Well, so we talk about like homogenizing it, right? Like all the other colors, and maybe not white, but all the other colors have caught up in power level to green, right? Like everybody has access to a Jewel Lotus. So like your commander that now costs 5, everybody's got the ability to just slam that down way faster. Like all those things are still there. So I don't know. All right, next one is Lutri, the Spell Chaser, and people are like, "Have you ever played this card?" I was like, "Have you?"
Do you even know what it does?
I was like, "It's been banned since the inception of it." So yeah, like nobody's played it. So
I understood the ban when it came out because it was every Izotech played it, and it was 3 mana to literally just cast it from the companion zone. But
Yeah.
now that you have to pay 3 to put it in your hand at
Correct.
sorcery speed, this card is completely fine.
yeah. The biggest argument with it is like it's an auto includes like, but so are these 3 cards that I'm showing, which is Soul Ring, Mana
And
Crypt, and Jewel
it
Lotus.
still counts as part of your 100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and every color has like 30 to 40 auto includes
Yeah, so-
almost nowadays that like most decks are homogenized based on their color
It's
anyways.
like the free card. It's like, okay, but it's not that free. It's 3 to put it in your hand. It's like, it's sure if you're able to swath it all in one turn. And yes, I get I understand setup, but like if it's going to be an auto include, then you have to look at the argument of all auto includes and be like, should we take, what are we looking for? Are we looking for variety or are we looking for like fun?
And
right?
it's a single twinning effect. Who cares?
Well, you can combo with it.
Whatever, you can do that with anything.
It's
You
all
can
of
do
EDH,
that
right?
with Fork.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
cares?
but this is a combo that or
Yeah,
piece
same
that's
with-
always in the command
Whatever.
zone
Yeah, but
or
you,
companion zone.
but you know when it's coming though. It costs 3 to put it in their hand. You're like, okay, sweet. Now I know they're going for whatever. But yeah, I see it from that standpoint. I think this card would. I think this card's more annoying. Maybe it's not the companion zone, but if it is in the command zone, it's a little bit better. Like I could see it being banned from. If they were like, we banned this card not because it's companion, but because it's too good in the command zone. Okay, I can get behind that because that seems like a good effect to have in the command zone versus the companion zone. But initially, it was like the command zone and the companion zone were the same thing. So that's when it was like, oh, this is just stupid because now you have 2 commanders. Is this pre or no? This is after partners. All right.
Yeah.
Next one was Iona.
Well, whatever.
Oh
People
my
get
god,
mad
this
about
card
this
should just
all the time.
exist. Who cares? It's 9 mana and mono white.
So the argument is, and you're right. With Painter Servant, it's the 2 card I win the game, and that's just what Commander is. If you're not used to that, then you should go find a different game to play.
And again, if your friends are playing this and you don't like it, you can make them stop, basically.
They literally can switch it out for any other legendary mono white card.
So the biggest thing was like it just shuts down the mono color player. It's like, okay, if you're choosing to not play other cards that you have access to, such as Navineral's Disc, Peril's Vault, or Spine of Isha, to deal with this one-off card. Also, like this can, like let's say if you're the mono white player and the guy to your right is blue white, it affects some amount of spells in his deck, so he has incentive to kill it too. So it's like it's not just like a blanket statement and like it's like, oh, I don't get to play the game. It's like
What
so
snow
yeah,
lands did you need, JB?
all of them.
Every monocolor
What snow
EDH
lands
deck
did you need?
blue. Every monocolor EDH I've built has always had a colorless removal because, like, you never know when you're going to face that moment of something having protection from your entire deck.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you play it? I play Boompile just because that card's funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
And these
and
are
it
like-
can
You
go
never
off
know
the
when
turn.
someone's gonna play Ring of Protection against you.
Yeah.
Well, like, just there's things that just naturally have protection from colors.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's
Like
also
things,
things that have channel now too. They've
Yeah.
and again, it's the the classic
What is that?
that argument, but
You can literally just Otawaro this.
yeah, like it's
What
just,
is that? What is that double green spell that says pay 2 to counter any black spell?
life tap.
Yeah, Life Tap is so cool. I love that card.
That I like that with Painter Servant, like those kind of that. I think that's fun nonsense.
Oh, I don't even need Painter Servant. I'll
Well, you
just
make it-
play it to screw over the guy who's playing black.
All right. So this one, people are like, you don't understand. Turn 1, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, I get it. So
I
Araya,
think isn't this just Jin Gitaxis?
it's the same thing. Yeah. So this is the Araya Sartami Ascendant. It's a 1/1 flyer, and then when it flips, it has counter the first spell played by each opponent each turn.
The only time I see this flipping is in CEDH.
Everybody did. So many people were like, you can do that in turn 1 consistently, and I was like, that's a god hand. And then,
Ow.
well, and I was like, they're like, well, no, it's a mediocre hand. Because I was like, explain to me what a mediocre hand is then, because I am not understanding.
And if it's a mediocre hand to just play this on turn 1 and have no follow up, that means this card is not that good.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
the response
you just
was
said it yourself. This is mediocre.
the response was like, Mox Diamond Chroma. I was like, okay, that's a god hand. You got there.
And you have nothing left in your hand after that.
Yeah.
You dump everything, and then it only counters the first spell. So if someone plays a kill spell and someone else plays a kill spell, it's
Yeah.
gone.
So
I can do the same thing. Watch. I can entomb Jin Gitaxis and then reanimate.
yeah, win. So
And that's 2 spells.
yeah.
Maybe like 5.
Yeah. So, like, in those god hand scenarios, and this is something I advise everybody to do with their EDH deck or whatever, shuffle it up, take the top 7, lay it out, and do that for your entire deck and tell me how many God hands you actually had and versus mediocre hands. And the number is going to be a lot lower than you think. I think people have that one time where it's like, oh man, my friend, my buddy, he did this once and we didn't get to play. It's like, yeah, you just shuffled up and played the next game and go, oh wait, you didn't have a God hand. See ya. So
That's
My
like
hand sucks this time. Sick.
yeah,
It's like when Josh played Gitrog, he'd always kind of mention, like, I can technically play it. I think it's turn 1. But it's like you need such a perfect hand and a 99 card. It was never like something we were ever really afraid of happening.
it just didn't happen. And that's also your opponent's doing
I got
nothing.
it like one time. I think I did it once
Yeah.
or twice. Like one or two times. I
And
had
nobody
to
had the
do
F
that.
force of will.
And that's
to
out
do
of
it.
probably like hundreds of games.
Out of
we've
hundreds
played.
again,
of games. out of
Exactly
hundreds
what
of
you
games.
did when that happened was you picked up your cards
Yep.
and you shuffled up.
Oh, let's try this again. It's like sick move. So
Yeah, you got it. Cool.
they
you
also
won
have
that one.
things that like say can't be countered, such as Void Rend, Abrupt Decay, Channel with Beseiju. Like there are ways to get around this. And then there's also Cavern of Souls. Ever heard of Allosaurus Shepherd? They just say like this card can't be countered, and green spells you control can't be countered. Like it's just there's so many different ways to get around like this can't be countered ability. So if this is truly the problem and you're not putting in like Cavern of Souls, which is just a free answer to put this in, like it's a free card to put in your deck. Like I don't know. Also,
By
you
the
can just
way,
play a second card.
some of these cards are expensive. Just proxy them.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, proxy. Who's
Yeah.
gonna stop you?
Yeah, if the guy's playing at Ryo. But either way, also a shout out to Kamigawa, how they were so afraid to target the Magic pack. And when you look back at these cards, they're horrendous to look at. Like Kamigawa
No, they were
cards.
cool because they had another art. If you flip it upside down, I thought.
It's all. I mean, yes, but they had no word. They had nothing. Like they had no.
The layout was
Yeah,
ugly.
they had
yes.
nowhere to like work on the card. Like there's just so little like to do. So
Oh, I like it.
Josh used to play the green one where your
Alright.
lands would tap for the same lands as you control or something like that.
I love this one. So Biorhythm and
Oh my
Coalition
God.
Victory. Everybody's just like, when you play Wrath of God and then you play Biorhythm, it's like, it sounds like a 12 mana combo. Yes.
Yeah, you ever been Thoracled before? Way easier to do than this.
Yeah. Also, World Fire exists. It does like the same effect. All it does is just make the game like not relevant, right? It just exile
Yeah.
everything, and everybody's life total becomes 1. So nobody has anything.
Why am I not playing a World Fire deck?
Because you get to play it once, and everybody goes, I don't want to play this anymore. And everybody
I
moves
need
on.
it for goblins because I can I could cast this and in response float
Yeah.
mana with Skirt Prospector.
Right. Yeah. All right. And then same with Coalition Victory. So many people are like, well, you can have a 5-mana commander command zone, and with Triumphs, it's so easy. It's like, so all I have to do is. And then we just take. Is that all I have to do? Seems.
Or if they have their God hand, again, you just lose.
You
and
can't
play
turn.
again.
There's no constructed hand where you can play all 5 lands, or all 5 types. All 5.
You
all
can
5
do it. I bet you can do it.
And 8 mana
Agreed,
sorcery.
Devin. God hands are rare.
Yeah. No way. No. This card's completely fair. There's something that people have and them that hate like these spells that just like win the game. And I say to you, why is Thassa's Oracle allowed? Like it's the same thing. It's faster, it's cheaper, and it's like the crux of all of CDH. And what people do when they don't like those spells is like take your CDH over there. I think the biggest issue that Coalition Victory or like Biorhythm has, it's a power level discussion or a power level like discrepancy. The guy that's bringing in like the Mana Crypts, the Jeweled Lotus deck, is playing against the guy that has like a pre-con plus 5 cards. You know.
I also think people just lose once to a card like this, and then they're like, "Nope, I don't. It shouldn't be unbanned. I never want to play against it again. Like that was terrible." It's the same reason the committee for Commander probably banned these. Is they played against them once, and they're like, "Nope, can't allow it."
So before we go,
Also-
go on.
I was just gonna say, is that Sisse on Coalition Victory?
It is. It's Sisse,
Okay.
Gerard, and then some Minotaur that's part of the team.
Okay.
Goon.
Yeah, Heirloom Minotaur or something. I don't know. All right. So before we go into the last section of today's cast, I want to bring up that I bought this thing, which is from the Tellurium, the professors, what the
His
hell is-
cube thing.
It's not. It's just a deck box. So from what I thought, what this is going to be is really small. It's pretty massive, dude. Like this is a huge thing for a singular deck box, right? So
What'd
we're
it
doing a
cost?
live review.
What'd it cost?
I don't know. It was a Kickstarter. I think it was like $60.
Okay.
There are some nice features to it, like which he did think about it. So it comes with whatever this is. It snaps on. It's magnetic.
It's a dice tray. You can fold it and you can roll your dice in it.
Oh yeah, smart. I didn't. Even, I should probably read the directions that came with it, huh?
Tony's reviewing this product without knowing anything about it.
So it comes with like you can open it up like this, and then it has like tray number 1, which is pretty nice, and then tray number 2. They also slide out, and then it also has like a token area for your thing, and then the main deck goes here, and then it has like this really janky plastic thing to separate the sideboard for what it's worth. I wish this thing was smaller, man. I really
I think
do.
it's too big.
It's massive
For one deck.
for one
yeah.
deck. For one deck. And
Well,
there's no way to.
isn't it supposed to like fit in EDH or something?
Well, yeah, an EDH and all your tokens. So,
Yeah.
I guess. Like, I don't know.
So that's fine.
So this is like the perfect thing to have, like for when I go around hand. Like this would be ideal to put like my deck in, plus like the business cards, the stickers I hand out, all that stuff. So this is like really ideal for that. If I'm just rocking one deck at like at a tournament, this thing's really bulky, and I wouldn't want to put this on the floor because it's again bulky. And then on top of it, putting it on like like play space, you really don't have that much. So
At a bigger tournament, at least. I mean, like F&M, it's fine, whatever. I mean,
yeah.
At F&M, I bring that like big old bulky box that I have like all my decks in.
It also came with like this stuff too, like all this like thank you cards, and then it came with like writable tokens. So if you have like a dry erase, I can make drawings on them. So JB, if you want some of these, let me know.
Man, why would I want that when I can get official furry cat tokens from Wizards of the Coast?
Comes with like a
Right
1/1 Merfolk in it, and then the actual thing that's pretty cool. These treasure tokens are actually pretty dope. They're foil. And
That's cool.
yeah, they actually look good. I like these. So out of everything in here, I don't know. This is just a personal preference thing. This deck box is too big for a singular deck. If this held 2 decks, I'd feel better about it. A lot of space is dedicated to like 20 dice, like the guys that have 30 dice, 50 tokens, and whatever else. It's a lot, but
Yeah, a bunch of goofy stuff on them.
I just wanted to buy it because I like I throw a lot of money at random
Right on.
Kickstarters all the time. But overall,
Which is good.
the paper player stamp of approval. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 9.
4 out of 9.
It's too big
Give
for
it
me.
a
Not great.
6 out of 9.
No,
You
I
want
just
to check out something sweet? Look at this bad boy.
I
just got in the
prefer.
mail.
So here's another deck box that's next to it. What is that? Is that a tap? Oh, that Crocus you get it altered to Japanese, or that's what you got from Hyryuya?
No, it's the EMA altered to full art
Got
in
it.
Japanese.
Nice. See, I usually use like ultimate cards. These are the ones I like. They come with. It's like something I can hold. Comes with a singular dice tray, and then it holds your deck. These are what I prefer to like. This is like what I take to tournaments when I'm just like I just want to hold this and this only, and I don't have to keep track of this. Whereas
Yeah, that
Like-
thing is nice.
so much bigger, dude. Like, get some scale for this. It's like
Wow, that is big.
It's huge. Like, it's bigger. It's just it's a large. It's heavy. I mean, and I'm the strongest and probably the most strongest on the cast by a lot.
What color is the bigger one?
It's black and purple.
Okay.
It's okay, dude. Like I like it. It's
looks
just it's
gray
gonna be
at
it's,
first.
it's gonna be the thing I take to like F&M because really it's just like I don't really bring much to F&M anymore. I just bring like 1,000 decks. I don't do that no more. All right, so
I still do. I bring like one of every format, so I can do whatever you want, baby.
okay, guys. So for episode 100, I wanted to go over some of the things that we have done in that time frame. So one, you all remember Petey,
Oh,
the
dude, I
original,
missed that logo.
Oh, that was great, dude.
the original logo. Yeah, walk down memory lane. So
Oh wow, that's like we've come
That's
a long
crazy.
way.
yeah, it was like we had that for the first like 31 episodes, and then we went and got something that was
I remember when we were having arguments about this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, about the coloring.
Yeah.
Remember he had like normal teeth at first.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're like, oh, we don't like that. Let's fix it. Blah, blah, blah. So this is like what led us into our current logo.
I just want to say shout out again, Charles. Thanks for the free logo.
Thank you, buddy.
Great.
PD will never. I have a shirt and a hoodie with him on it, so like he'll
And we
never.
were arguing about his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think it should have been Mick
Mick.
PD will
because it's a
never.
mimic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
will never be forgotten. But he was the. I mean, it is for being free, and I liked it, and it actually stemmed from the creativity of what we have now. So I enjoy him. And then I'm just gonna list off all the failed segments that we had.
Oh my god!
So I went through all the stuff. I always go through because we have those Excel sheets. I went through all of our things.
JB's bizarre.
So the only one that's not, it's not a failed segment, but it's on here. Josh's outtakes have been hot takes has been going on since episode 8, and it's been ongoing, and I don't think it's ever gonna go away. But we had Tony's question of the week from episodes 1 through 19. And then Jeff's bad card of the week from 19 to 58, and then JB's bizarre from 20 to 58. Eventually, so it took 38 episodes, 38 weeks before we're just like, we're done with this, right? And then when we decided to play 5-color, we had the 5-color minute. That
I
went from,
can't believe it lasted as long as it
I was
did.
about to say it's because the format died. I'd keep talking about
yeah,
it. But
it died.
I don't even remember Reality Shift.
Reality Shift is when we were like, what can we do to change a card? We're like,
Oh,
and we did that for like 4 cards, and I was like, this
How
is
do we edit
stupid.
a card?
Yeah. Like, how can we
We
fix
were
it?
creating the custom cards all along.
We're like, Earl, what if we just did this? What if we did that? So we were doing all that.
All right, boys. You need to go back and get those so we can complain about our own custom cards.
We had the casual corner, which we were just making fun of casually, like these cards that were expensive for no reason because casual people loved them from episodes 52 to 77.
Triskaidective Phobia was like number 1.
No, I forget. There was a bunch. Josh would know
Casual
more than that.
Corner was the best one. Is that the one where we picked? No, that was Rate the Random. I'm thinking.
That was right
Oh,
random, and that one was.
Oh,
You
The
guys,
great.
first ones was the one where if you gained life, they lost life or whatever.
there was just like casual cards that were like
$30.
they're just expensive for like black market.
Liliana, the one Liliana.
Oh yeah,
the
Dark
4-mana
Realms.
Liliana.
Yeah, yeah,
I think we did sort of the anime too.
yeah. Animist. Yeah.
I was just trying to remember.
There, we have all the notes. They're all there if you just go to the Excel
What's
sheets.
the one that whenever your creature dies, everyone has to sack a creature? Grave Pact.
Yep, that
Yeah.
was on there.
All that stuff. Like those cards are just like these fun hey,
I'm gonna go look it up and we can just use our brains to remember,
Yeah.
Tony. Forget that.
We also have Tony Wants to Play, and this was like a deck that I wanted to go. We just like, that's the deck I want to play right there. Like, I was just looking up hot decks. I was like, I just want to play that. And then I realized like I didn't really care. Like,
How did that go on for 17 episodes? I do not remember that at all.
Because he only actually did it for like 3 episodes.
No.
And then he said it for like 2
I
seconds.
looked at the notes. It's a different deck every time because I was like, I gotta verify this because I wanted to be legit. And then we had
Well, and then he'd go, yeah, I want to play that, and we'd be like, okay, and then we just move on immediately.
yeah, we're like no, we're not talking about this. Yeah, and then we had Alpha versus Beta, which was Jeff versus Jeff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
That was pretty fun, but if we just ran out of stuff pretty quickly, because when you put things like heads up, it's usually it's pretty clear winners, right? And then we did Rate the Random, that became Rate the Random Rare, and that
Or
Lot
Little for
because it was
Axial
too
one.
bad.
I was
We
every week I was like, this may be the last week we do this. I was like a running joke for a little bit, so I was having fun doing that. It was just complete trash. And then random top 8s were really only like we did
3 episodes.
yeah, it was a lot of it was the juice. You guys weren't into it,
remember this.
and it was like I was like having fun with it, and the juice just wasn't worth the squeeze. So I was like, all right, I'm done.
What
with
was
this.
that?
I don't even remember this.
I was just top 8ing things and just
no,
trying.
no. I hated that because I didn't
Oh,
want
yeah.
random top 8s cluttering every episode.
Yeah, I was just trying to piss
Well,
you.
this is my top 8 whatevers. Oh, okay.
And it always just turned into us arguing for 20 minutes
Well,
about
so
like
you
spot
guys-
1 and 2.
I'm telling you right now.
Not being able to convince Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, never changing his
So
mind
that-
once.
I think after the second episode, I was like, these guys
We'll
hate
never-
this. I'm gonna do it one more time.
He will never cede any point ever.
So I had fun with that. And then, those are all the failed segments that we had. Everything that's still alive is the only one that's still alive is Josh's hot takes, and then we're gonna have to get Jeff's jokes
Easy
going on.
and nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh does great.
Yeah.
With his hot takes.
Oh,
well,
dude,
I shouldn't say
I
that.
got a
Some of
YouTube
them are
video
really
coming-
fucking
I
I have
bad.
another
They
YouTube
look
video
kinda
coming up,
lame
Josh,
lately.
on Saturday that will be coming out. I'm in the middle of editing it, but I pulled every hot take that you've ever said, and it's all in one giant clip show.
Some of them are really bad.
We can listen to them. It's only 6 minutes long when you just take out the 5 second set thing. It's not too bad, but
In the grand scheme, you think about it, 6 minutes. That's a lot of hot takes.
it is. And then lastly, just features guests that we had on here. So Team J Pro, which is actually in our area. So thank you. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been on as a guest on the show. But Team J Pro was on episode 31 for Cube Talk. When we got that stint when we were really into pre-modern, when we all went to that tournament, which was Brian
I just
Kowald.
found that deck. I just found it.
Yeah, so that was episode 44. Ali, aka Ugly Face. Yeah, he's been on 3
Right,
episodes.
ugly face.
That's his nickname that he told me to call him. So he's
Moniker.
yeah. So he's been on. Usually when we want to go in depth in Legacy, I'll reach out to Ali, see if he wants to come on in. And then Damian Miller, who came in for when the all hell broke loose on episode 71 of that product. Well, you guys can't see it there. Yep, and I wanted to get the store's perspective of it all.
You did miss 2 guests, by the way.
Did I? Or are they down here?
No. Antonio was on an episode, and
I
then
did. Yep.
Josh's friend from work.
Alex,
was on an
I forgot to
episode.
write those guys down. I was looking through the
Wow.
notes. I didn't write them down, and
Way
I
to
don't.
go, bud.
I don't remember the exact episode, but they were on them.
Yeah.
And then I did a winner circle, which was like a series of just talking to RCQ winners. Which
Yep, I remember that.
yep, with Nicole Duman, Sean Gallagher, Lee Bennett, and Danny Bambino. All those guys were great guests. They were fun to have, and actually just talking to people and see how their like prep was. Those kind of went more in depth than I thought they would. I just I sucked at interviews, and as far as trying to do more than one cast a week, aside from doing all the other stuff, I just like
too tough.
I can't commit that much to it. After show, which I think Matt's going to get on the after show today. He said our friend from Down Under, who's been on 3 of them, which is 82, 84, and 88. He's been on the after show multiple times, and we had one other guy named Tyler who was also on the after show, who is from Texas. And I think last week or 2 weeks ago, Tyler actually won one of the giveaways too, which is pretty sick. And he's like, I don't know which one I'm excited for. I don't know if I'm more excited for the card or the sticker. So that was pretty cool. And then Fight Night. Remember Josh's Monty Python deck?
No.
I didn't make.
Was that
one.
one
Or
I
was
wasn't-
the
Not
guy-
you, the guy that
Josh?
we
Was the
invited.
guy's name Josh?
Yeah. He brought like an insane decked out, like all altered art Monty Python deck. It was really sick.
That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It was one of the
Go
coolest
back
things
and
on
look at
there.
that episode.
It was
What
a,
episode
yeah,
was that?
it was a fight night.
It was on YouTube. Yeah.
Yep. And then lastly, Bad Bunny, who came in for the Mono Red Fight Night because JB did not want to play Mono Red with us because he couldn't play Temple Bell.
Yep. I didn't have Temple Bell combo. Not playing.
But yeah, so yeah, that's everything, man. That's been all the episodes.
100 episodes.
I got a kick out of all the failed segments, but get excited, guys. More segments are coming. More things are
More
coming. your
failed
way.
segment.
No, these
More
will go on forever.
Tony thinking he's always right. More us yelling at him.
It's really all the same
constantly.
segment. I just rename it.
What segment?
All of them.
All of them.
Oh yeah, and then
They're all the same.
I forgot. We also there was a shout out from Marshall Sutcliffe from Unlimited Resources. I'll just
Paper player, it's stupid.
Oh yeah, I love that.
yeah. Let me just play one more
Paper
time.
player, it's stupid.
Thanks, Devin. We appreciate
Thanks,
you too,
guys.
bud.
Thanks, guys. So, just be ready because we'll be doing the same kind of episode style for episode 1000. So,
Yep.
so what is that?
With an even
give or
bigger
take
giveaway.
20 years from now, at the rate that we do episodes at. So yeah, just get ready. All right,
Easy.
guys.
We'll get there.
And then this is one of the few Josh's hot takes that I liked.
Soup in a bread bowl is a sandwich. Dude, I
Oh my
said
god,
that
I
today,
hate
dude.
it so much.
Look, I literally said that today. Jeff Burke went to Panera. Hang on, where's the
It's such a good.
Tony? You're
hot
wrong.
take.
Tony, you're wrong. Tony, you're wrong. Tony, you're wrong.
You know he is
Sounds
right.
like-
47, 6:47 p.m. A bread bowl is a sandwich. I said that today before the podcast.
Yeah, there was no
Please.
connection to that. I was like listening to all the hot takes. I was like, this is my
Soup
favorite.
in a bread bowl is a sandwich.
It's not the. Oh my god.
All right. Before Josh takes us for the 100th most hottest hot take, Jeff, you got a
Are
joke
you
for
ready
us?
for this? I don't think you're ready for it.
Jeff's jokes.
A mom joke. Oh man.
It doesn't have to be a mom joke. It's just a
Put him on the
magic.
spot.
It's a
I got a
magic
joke.
theme joke. It could be any joke.
A magic theme joke.
It's always got to be magic. That's the
I just
rules.
wanted mom jokes. Those
You,
are
you
easy.
can do that. That's pretty easy.
Where do bad rainbows go?
I don't know.
To Prism.
Oh my god.
It's a light sentence.
Oh my god, I hate this.
All right. So maybe Jeff will have
Josh
to.
is taking over everything.
He's just,
I'll start next week. I didn't realize. I was
yeah,
supposed
just
to have
start
one
when you
ready
when
for
you
this
when you
week.
when you have an idea, just write it down. Like just put it in your phone.
Like,
Just
on the fly. We need a joke now, Jeff.
yeah.
Well, the one, we didn't show it last week, but the one was is JB's mom so old Teferi couldn't even time travel to her.
Wow.
I hate these little like drum things that pop up when you do that.
I just got to get on point. They made the biggest mistake of adding in soundboard because then I can do stuff like
Yeah.
or the
I mean, I
worst
do
one. of
like
all.
that one. That
The absolute worst
one's,
one.
Please don't do that.
Yeah. All right, dudes. That's it. Josh, hit me.
Are you ready for this?
Oh my
This is
God.
the hottest. This is the hottest hot take I've ever had.
Yeah.
Tony, you're wrong.
I got it. I see what you did there. You used my tools against me.
Tony, you're wrong.
What's the hot take, bro? The actual hot take. Come on.
That's pretty good. I like
Tony's
it.
bad at magic.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Tony's bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the things I want to show you,
Alrighty.
and so I've never watched myself on camera ever. We're in the after show, by the way. So anybody that wants to jump in, you're more
Come
more
yell at
welcome
us.
to. Yeah, my mannerisms when I play Magic are so different than what other
Oh,
people
because
are
you
doing.
recorded for the.
Yes, I've never watched me play Magic.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought you've been on cam before.
I've been on cam, but I've always been the secondary match, never the primary.
Mm.
Um,
Oh, I look like such a goof when I'm on camera. It's great.
yeah, let me see if I can pull it up because I was like, oh my god.
I feel like when I watch myself on camera, I can tell I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, maybe. So I just have a.
I will fall right into this daze. You're
So
playing.
this is just me being me, like me sounding like a schmuck, right? I can see why people struggle to play against me because they make a mistake of trying to keep pace. So
Did we talk about that before?
we have, but
talk
I've never
about it all the
seen
time.
I've never seen it. So
Because
this,
Tony wants to continue to pat himself on the back.
dude,
for
I was
playing
like,
quickly
I was like, why?
and good.
I was like, what? I was like, oh, am I doing things weird? Because everybody else is the way they play Magic is very, and this is an insult to other people, sluggish. It just feels like it's like I'm waiting forever. That's probably why I hate playing EDH the most. Is just because
Everyone's
I
dirty.
You're
have
impatient.
no time. I'm like, just get to my goddamn turn, please. So let's see if I can show this. But
You can bring it up.
I will.
Bring up the clip. Jamie, bring up the clips.
See,
Hit him with the clip.
get them, boys. See, I gotta stop streaming this, and then get over here.
Are we doing a team event this weekend?
Yes, I want to. 100.
Okay.
I have to sign
What
up
am I playing?
Friday. Not Legacy. I will play Legacy like a
Modern.
schmuck.
Silly as Pioneer.
These jerks. Yeah, here we go. Let's
Well,
see
then he
what-
won't want to play if he's playing Pioneer.
I think the
I
team
mean,
events probably just go find.
Antonio-
Yeah, just have him slot in.
We're gonna kick Josh out. Josh, you're out.
Josh, you done?
He
Get
wants
outta
to
here,
go
bud.
trade the floor anyways.
You done?
I guess I would play in a team event though.
I think there's one each day, so I mean it's not like we can't do one like Saturday and Sunday.
Or Friday and Saturday.
Well, it depends if we're leaving. Well, I guess if we leave at 10, we should.
You guys got so heated in the chat.
Yeah, you guys were making me laugh. I was enjoying that.
I was looking at him like, oh my god.
Let's see, where's my raw footage for all this?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to that Legacy event tonight.
Nice.
Tomorrow.
Nice.
tomorrow. Oh, it is Thursday.
Yep.
So does that mean you're leaving early then?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you
I
already
could
have
hang out
an
at my
extra
house,
night?
but whatever. I won't be at the same place. I'm gonna go somewhere way cheaper
Nice.
for the first night. Cause like there's a hotel nearby that's like $60 to that place. So we'll see how I feel
Okay.
tomorrow afternoon when I'm done doing what I need to do near Milwaukee.
Where is?
Then I'll figure out.
this?
I was trying to get out of working tomorrow so I could get more sleep, but that didn't
I was
happen.
about to say if you could do that, we could go together. Oh, is this Tony playing?
Yeah. Just
Bro, you got some short ass fingers.
yeah, dude. That's my life. What do you want me to do? I can't change that.
You need to start working them out,
God,
bro.
I need to play on cam. I want to get recorded so you can make fun of me for bad plays.
Is this the box I've been looking for?
Maybe.
I really
What-
hope you pick.
What is this deck?
I really hope you
That's the
pick
Green Red Adventures.
right there. What's in your hand right now?
Kiki Jiki?
No, yeah,
His turn one play is dog shit. I take his Kiki Jiki.
yeah. You take Kiki Jiki because that's the only thing he can
Yeah,
actually do on turn one.
his hand is like legit dog shit.
He'd need to draw a Chrome Mox here in order
Yeah.
to be able to do anything,
Yeah, my
Did
shit. He might have.
or a pedal.
No, he doesn't. I think he just
No,
has, like,
he drew Chaos.
he just passes.
It's garbage. Play a land pass. Now you get to play a real card.
Yeah, just the rate of pace I play is just
You
fast.
talk- I
And
feel
he
like
gets
you
to
talk
play a
with your
pretend
hands
real
a lot.
card.
Huh?
You talk with your hands a lot. I've noticed.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
worked.
I'm Italian. Hoi.
I've worked really hard to put my cards down when I'm not doing anything, because I get so tired of flicking them all the time.
Oh man,
So,
tough
like,
life.
I've really pushed myself to like just set my cards down when I don't have anything to. Or,
I don't
well,
like doing that in case
When I'm not
I
doing
don't
anything.
see something.
well, you already know what's in your hand, right?
Yeah, but sometimes it helps just to have visual.
So
like,
I think he makes a big mistake by playing adventure, and I go, okay, now I get to take the initiative.
Yep. And you get to start going to town.
Yeah, I was like, sweet.
Whereas he could have led with the other Kiki Jiki and started to get value on the board.
Yeah, like you see, I'm just holding that force while waiting for the fury.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
Because
I,
you know it's there.
I know it's there. I'm like, I'm not walking into that thing.
Yep. You can just cast all the cool guys, and now you have a blocker. You have a 1/1 blocker that can keep the initiative when you steal it.
Yeah.
my favorite thing about playing to learn is Tony didn't have the token for the dungeon.
No, I didn't.
So like when I would combo, my opponent would be
You'd
like,
have to
"Which
look it up.
dungeon?" I'd be like, "It's the one that deals damage." That's all I would tell them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they know what it is.
So I get to search for a basic land because the Undercity,
Wait, why did you get to do that right away?
because I went into the dungeon.
Oh, it's when you
That's
take
the
it.
first, yeah.
Yeah.
The
and
first,
at the start of turn.
yep. When
Yeah.
you take it, and then every upkeep.
Yeah. But yeah, so now he can't take it back because
Well,
he'll
he
have
can
a
on
second
his
Death
turn.
Toucher.
Well,
No, won't you have a second Death Toucher?
I don't know
thought you
what
have
my foul
another
play
bird
was.
in
I
hand.
think I played Snuff out here.
Either way, if you kill it with anything.
I think he plays
He's in
it,
big
gets
trouble.
it back anyways. I think he.
Well, yeah, because he's going to cast his Chaos
Yeah, I got one.
Cove Adventure or whatever.
Yeah. So he's gonna go for a Fury play, and I think I force it.
Which ruins him.
Yeah, and then I go way ahead on the,
Because
on the
his
dungeon.
hand is literally one card then.
He's got a second one for me. What a gentleman.
A second one. Oh,
Yeah.
token. Yeah.
I go, I think I fetch for value.
Yeah.
Value.
Then the
No,
deck.
I actually brainstorm here. My only card was brainstorm and force wheel, and I was like, I'm gonna brainstorm and spin the wheel.
Yeah, just draw an extra card. Or cycle a card,
Yeah.
I mean. Maybe set
Well,
up the
at
top.
the time I was like, I was taking a risk there. If I didn't draw a blue card, I was gonna get furied.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, there's my blue card, and see you later.
Yeah, sometimes you take the risk.
I don't remember what I pitched here. It looks like I probably pitched an Uro, or it was either that or Ice Fang Quaddle. Because like this game, I was just like, I was not playing around Magus. I was like, I don't care.
Do you have it in his hand?
No.
Yeah, he has Magus later. He plays it later, and he goes for a Fury
But
and
it's
play
already too
instead.
late.
Yeah, he takes the adventure back the hard way.
Beating it.
Yeah.
I like how we're just watching the match and
He is.
commentating.
It's fun.
I do like talking about matches.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh yeah, I force pitching force. We never get the initiative back, and then I get it, and then I'm just like, because I brainstormed it. I was like, I already know what my top two cards are. I don't want either of those pieces of shit. Get that out of here.
That's
Yeah.
so funny. He's got 2 cards in hand.
Another one. Oh, yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because he's just going to be able to scry or deal a little or
Well,
put 1/1s.
Like I'm ahead of him on the dungeon right now, so and I also have another force will, which I think I don't know what I end up doing with it. Oh yeah, that's where I look at the aspect. I go, oh yeah, I get to venture through the dungeon. I go, check this out.
So funny.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Only downside is like I've taken a beating kind of on my life total, so I have to be like a little careful.
Nah.
It says you're at 20.
No, not
No,
the top,
14.
the bottom. I
Oh,
wasn't able,
yeah.
I wasn't able to
Yeah,
conduct.
because
any
he
of that.
didn't have an editor at the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The life totals are at the bottom.
Taiga edition.
Yeah, that's the what do you want to call it? How can I-
It's the green-red initiative.
Ah,
play Titty Ponder.
Mm-hmm.
best ponder.
Don't remember.
Nah. Old Border's way better.
I
If
think
they
the
had
art,
old border, if they had old border Titty Ponder, then I'd be playing that.
Yeah,
but
everybody would be playing that. Be way
that
sick.
art is just so much better.
It's way sicker.
yeah, I know. But I need old border first. That's way more important.
Do.
Uro, baby.
Oh, you mean gain a bunch of life and not care anymore?
Yeah. And then next turn I can play the Uro and then kind of start going from there.
Oh, you didn't play the I mean, if you already had the Euro and he played the what's it called? I understand why it did nothing.
Yeah.
The what's the guy who makes all lands mountains?
Magus.
Magus, yeah.
Magus, yeah. If you had an Euro already and he played Magus, I get why
Another
it was,
one.
like,
So he starts getting like he gets a 4/1 here.
mm-hmm. Because he makes another dude because he went down
and
the
the
right
plays,
side or whatever.
Yeah, the plays get really weird here. Mainly, like I'm still hunting for the Alurin because Alurin just wins. I just go Alurin, go.
Yeah,
'cause
because
I
he has no
have- I-
answer.
Yeah, I have the so like what I'm trying to do is just search for the Alurin.
How many you on? 2?
3.
3. Okay.
I go grab basic forest.
Ooh, I want to play Taylor so bad.
Yeah.
It's so fun playing blue decks because you can just counter their first important spell and then their hand is
Game 3,
garbage.
you'll see he goes like Cavern, and I goes, oh shit, like it wasn't so great. But game 3, I just was like, I'll just Alurin combo. You don't have the answer.
But how many caverns do they run?
I don't know. I didn't look. I
Is
haven't
it
looked
4? Because they're already running like 4 ancient and 2 city.
I haven't looked
or
at
4
anybody's
city.
lists.
Really?
No, I'm just going in blind. I don't care.
Yeah, I look at the list before I sit down.
Constantine
about it.
did a pretty good idea. He made a cyborg plan for everybody. I was like, oh, that's actually really smart.
Yep. Yeah, he had it all written down. Oh man, I wish we could have caught mine and Constantine's game on cam. Oh, it was so dumb.
Playing another land.
I got to play Supreme Verdict against him 3 times in game 1
Yeah.
and like stabilized it too. It was unreal.
What was he playing?
Mono blue 8 cast.
Oh yeah.
So he goes for this like really. So he gets baited by his own deck here. You'll see. Because if he goes for the Blood Moon plan, like I'm in pretty deep shit.
Mm-hmm.
But he
'Cause
doesn't.
you don't have any present. Well, you got the Euro. It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
Why?
Because I get locked out of the game. Like he just has
Well,
a
you
double block.
fetch for a swamp.
You'll see. So
There is no swamp.
Yeah, there's no swamp in the
Oh.
deck. So he attacks
Oh,
with
that's
everything, and then he gets. Oh yeah, he missed those triggers earlier, by the way.
Oh, for the Chaos Cove?
So yeah, I use my 4/1 to block the 5/3, and then I use my arrow to block.
No,
here.
because he didn't finish the dungeon yet. You only get it when you finish the dungeon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So he didn't finish the dungeon, but he does get to do this. So now
Well,
this
he
is
did finish the dungeon at this point,
yeah. Well, he just
which
finished
is
it.
why he does get it.
No, he didn't finish it.
Yeah, he just finished it.
Yeah. So that was a play mistake. I didn't read the card clearly. So here I can't respond to anything. I can't float mana. I can't do anything.
I think. Let me look it up.
And he gets.
Wait, what is he doing?
So he grabs the Fury because the Fury kills my arrow. Because it's already got 5 damage on it from the thing. If he goes for Magus, like he still has to deal with my arrow, I guess. I guess I don't know. It's hard to say. Actually, the Fury might have been the right
Oh,
play.
that's what it is. You can play it for free if you completed a dungeon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it costs mana.
So he goes for the Fury play here, and then that ends up taking out my team. If he plays Magus leaves me with a singular forest, which cuts me off of mana, and then I have to draw. I can't snuff out him anymore because I don't have any swamps. I was like, yep, those are dead. My team's dead. So it looks real bleak for me.
Not really. You just fetch and cast arrow again.
No, I actually do the Aspect play.
So you can complete the dungeon.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. And you can start getting huge value out of it.
Yeah. And he's also got a 6/6 double striker that I have to care about.
Oh, because he put the counters on him?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
So, like, it here, I'm like, it does not look good for me right now. Getting that. Still just not having any regard for her.
And then you top deck Allurin and win.
Yeah.
We know where this goes.
I didn't beat him with Allurin.
Really?
I forgot how I beat him.
Tony just wants to show off on stream.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how I beat him. Let's see.
I don't remember.
I'm
And
sold.
he gets Magus.
I force it. I'm just like, yeah, no thanks.
I'm so ready for this weekend. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
I gotta finish cleaning up some of my cards and putting stuff in piles. I think anything $5 or lower, I'm just gonna throw at a dealer. It's just not
Oh,
worth
no,
putting
I
in
thought
a
you were right.
binder.
I top deck Allurin and just combo him.
Yeah, so I was about to say, I swear to God, the only way you can get out of this is just winning with the
So
win.
the funny part is I have to finish this dungeon before I can go to the Lost Pay in Delver.
Well, it doesn't matter because he doesn't have an answer either way.
Yeah. He's like, you can't go in that dungeon. I'm like, yes, I can. It just says venture. I'm already in this. I can't go to another dungeon. So we learn that interaction.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't just keep playing it over and over.
So I think I'm asking Ali, I'm like, hey, how does this work?
Yeah, the initiative counts as a dungeon, so you just
No, I
venture
know.
into it.
And he's reading that, and I go, okay, well, a trigger on the stack. I'm going to go grab something. It's top 10. I think I just grabbed the Ice Fang.
Well, yeah, because it's a draw card.
It's the only card I
Just
hit.
in
it's my only choice.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to randomize it.
How do you whoop your ass with a cast?
Just game one, I just bricked, and then game two,
He had his thing out right away.
no, I just didn't draw any
Right.
sideboard cards. It was
Well, no,
just,
I thought he had his sideboard card immediately.
I can show you that game. I recorded it too. He had the Haywire. He made a big
Yeah,
mistake.
Haywire.
He made a big mistake anyways in that match.
Why?
He decided to block with it, and I was like, "Oh, sweet! And I can get the win here."
Oh.
I just didn't draw well. Like, he was like, "Game one, you didn't play any creatures." Like, "Oh yeah," because my opening hand was Brainstorm, Ponder, Force of Will, Abrupt Decay, and 3 lands. I was like, "I'm keeping this," and then just proceeded to literally do nothing the whole game. I didn't do a damn thing. I think game two.
Well, you could have abrupt decayed his Emery.
So yeah, he leads. With,
dude.
yeah. Well, I just hit him with the force. I go, yeah, I gotta force that. So he leads off with a huge turn one play.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like this deck is super susceptible to that.
Yeah. Well,
It's like I'm gonna jump my hand to do one thing, and if you can stop it, I'm in trouble.
yeah. So that's why I went turn one, just like his making sure the Kiki Jiki never landed. Like Kiki Jiki and Fury, like the only two things I cared about. Like everything else can land.
Iki Jiki.
That card's crazy.
It depends
dude.
what else you got in your hand.
No,
As blue white, I might be able to get away with letting him keep the Kiki Jiki and
I
then
don't-
just countering the adventure.
I don't think so.
Why?
It's just so much
It's
value.
it's gonna be a 2/2 that gains. It's gonna give him a treasure, and then it's gonna.
Well,
it's-
what I'm saying is I have
then here, right
prismatic
there, that's
ending
why.
and
yeah, I think you
and
cover
what's it
this.
called?
Yeah, that's fair. But you can't
And that's why I
prismatic. You
don't
can't
think I
prismatic
care.
for 3 turns on this. I was
well,
like,
no,
yeah.
you prismatic the guy away.
I was like, yeah, that resolves. Can't beat that.
Oh.
Oh no, I just double force. So I think I die because I double forced and I don't draw anything. Yeah,
Happens.
and then he also's got he's got fucking 6 mana.
Scrub. Yeah, any card he draws is live
Yeah,
instantly.
I just say land go.
Get wrecked, scrub.
Yeah. I actually didn't play a land I missed there.
Jeff,
Yeah.
do you actually want to do that $120 Masters two-headed?
I start coming
Is
back
it-
a little bit in this game.
What is it again?
It's a bunch of Masters packs we both open, and then we make two-headed giant decks.
So this is this
Is it 100? Go ahead, Tony.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. It doesn't matter.
I was just gonna say, is it 120 each?
I don't know. I think so.
If it's 120 each, no, I don't think that's worth it.
Got the
Okay.
dismember.
I'll look at it.
Bodied me.
If it's 120 for a team, so 60 each, yeah, I'm down. But
Okay.
I had to look up the dungeon. Oh, he wanted to see what it did. So I was like, here's me looking up the dungeon for you. I have
that's
no way to
annoying.
I have no way to get this back in my deck because I boarded out my endurances.
You got ruined.
Yeah.
How did it get killed?
He played dismember.
in response to the bounce trigger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still like
Smart.
I'm hanging in there. He's gonna he blocks. I was like, I should brainstorm and get rid of this land, so I can fetch it away.
How did I not know that deck played
Cavern?
Cavern?
They all did. It's.
I hate the forest he has so much.
I like it.
Why?
It's good.
I do not like
Big
the
text
tech.
one?
All yeah, I don't like
Yeah, he
those.
just
lands.
goes
so
and gets.
good.
He just goes. I can't respond. He just goes and gets maggots. I'm like, yeah, I'm super dead.
Oh, with the flip,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't
a
cast
10 reveal.
Well,
basically anything.
well, I can't get Asterak back in my deck. I still have a learn on the board. Oh, he just gets another adventure and then goes through it again. I just can't keep up. I just get outclassed because he's got. I hang in there pretty good. I think this is where he plays. Is it Fury? He plays.
To wipe
something.
your board.
No, he played Force of Vigor, getting rid of the Allure and the Baleful Strix. And I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
We'll go to game 3.
Yeah.
And you got him game 3.
Yeah, I got him with his little learn right away. I shouldn't say that. I actually rode the hardest way I could possibly in this deck. So my opening hand was Island, Brainstorm, and Ponder. And I was like, yeah, I'm keeping this. I was like, I'm somewhat blood moon proofed,
Yeah.
and I just keep
You just
the
need to
land.
get one forest or whatever.
Valerian's 2 green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chalice.
But he can
Sound
start-
one.
I go, all right.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, whatever. It doesn't. All my draw cards are at 2. That's what the fun is about it.
Well, not your fucking ponder and
he's
blood
gonna-
burner.
he's gonna-
Brainstorm.
So he should have. I mean, he doesn't know this in hindsight. But he should have. He's gonna go for the Magus here, and I fetch a response. So now I have 2, like my setup here.
Yep, 3 blue.
Yeah, but I still don't have access to black mana for the remainder of the game.
Yeah, you don't have Strix.
Yep.
But you just so happen to have 2 copies of the flyer in your hand.
So like he's at a pretty good start, right? He's at turn 1 Chalice, which is pretty good against me, and now my Abrupt Decay is are out of commission.
Yep.
Like I'm like thinking like, what should I do here? I was reading. I had to double check what's called said. Yeah, I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, I have no shot here. I was like, all right, well, just get this. And I mind you, I have another island in hand, so I'm not like just out of it. I'm like, okay, well,
So you need one more forest.
yeah, I end up naturally drawing it because I'm lucky.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You
when
only
I
have
got
2 of
beat
each?
for-
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Taylor hated it so much. He's like, unbelievable.
That's so funny.
I was like, yeah, I get lucky.
Just tell him to get good. It's fine.
Yeah.
You gotta draw like a wizard to make him real mad.
And
It's like where you put your card on the table and slide it over to you and pick it up. You know, off the top of your deck,
Yeah.
you like put it on the table and slide it to you.
Elvish Spirit Guide. This deck is trash.
Gets to him.
Yeah.
Drawn like a wizard.
Nothing here. I think we have a bunch of turns where we don't do anything. And he's afraid to attack with his Magus, and I don't have the Ice Quaddle.
Oh, because
I just
Well,
don't
if
have
you
it.
did, it would
I
have
mean,
Death
that's
Touch,
fair.
Yeah.
It is really fair that he didn't attack with it. There's no reason to risk it when he could slowly draw into his pieces that make him win.
Yeah.
That's just asking to throw away your advantage
Yeah.
for a couple of damage.
Like my grip's like big. It's just I think I still have a brainstorm sitting in there that I can't cast.
You got a Force of Will Summer probably.
19. He's also at 2 mana because his City of Traders is on, and like that lucky dog got there.
Yes.
Tony Lucker Dog.
Here's a Lurin.
And he looks. And he goes, oh.
He can
All
flash.
my
Oh,
guys
he's like,
cost
he's like,
4.
I'll flash in that. I'm like, sweet.
Now you can attack, but what's 4
Well,
damage
I have
do?
Baleful Strike. I'm sitting on a grip
Oh
of
yeah,
Baleful
you can
Strix.
cast for free. Never
Yeah,
mind.
and an instant speed. I'm like, let me just do this. So he acknowledges he got really greedy there. Baleful Strix.
Greedy from what?
And
Swinging. He didn't need to swing.
I think I play
Right there. Yeah.
Baleful Strix. And actually, you're going to see me make a play mistake here.
Yeah, the same reason we were talking about it just a minute
like,
ago, saying
I actually have the win here. I have Cavern Harpy in my hand. If I could just go block and then, pay 18 life to draw 18 cards.
mm-hmm.
Instead, I just go, oh, I'm fucking stupid.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like so hyped that I was going to be able to kill 2 Maguses. I was like, hell yeah. I was like, I'm going to win. And Prince the Adventurer. Chalice for 2. I was like, okay. Like, yeah, you can have that. I don't care. And we're trying to look at old wording like it's going to matter. So I'm locked out of 1-drops and I'm locked out of 2-drops.
Good thing
pretty
your winning
crazy.
conditions takes a 3-drop.
I'm just going to flash on that. I'll just put in a 3/4 value beater, and then I also have the ability to Uro.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, I'm just going to beat you down now. That's why I like this deck so much. You just switch angles so fast.
Yeah.
And he's got a grip of just nada. I was like, I just drew it off the Uro.
I'm so pumped. I got 3 Minsk and Boo full art Japanese coming.
Yeah.
I got 4 Staff of the Storytellers, even though I was talking bad about that card on the podcast like 3
I
weeks
got
ago.
a full border one if someone needs one.
Yeah, I think I have 2 somewhere because I bought a lot of that product and they just happened to be in packs I opened.
Mm-hmm.
JB was just talking so much smack on that, and I was like, dude, it's good. And you're like, it's not good. It's a meme.
Goodness, one deck.
Whatever. It's all it takes, right? Just takes
I
one
just want to
deck.
play. I know. I just want to play Standstill. Is the truth.
Yeah, me too.
Love Standstill.
Staff still.
Yeah, Staff Still.
I want to play the variant that's Stone Staff still, where it's Stone Forward, Stand Still, and
I just don't like Stoneforge.
I know.
I know it's good, but I don't like it. It's not my card.
Yeah.
I'll gladly play a slightly worse version.
Yeah, those are.
Just not.
I
play a
like.
card
I really.
want.
I do really like recording matches. I do.
Yeah,
They're fun.
it's great.
Looking
I
at
like
things,
looking at them.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Looking at things like in the after. Is
And
way
going, what did I do wrong?
Exactly. All right, dudes.
I played
Anybody who stayed and hung out, thank you.
and watched us talk smack about Tony playing and
Well,
getting lucky.
I won. I can show you constant.
Lucky dog kid.
I think I noticed my mannerisms more against Con Man. And he just smashed me. And those games were not close in any way. I was just like, this is not good. I should say I didn't draw a Cyborg. I did. I drew a Force of Vigor in that match. I had to pay. I had to pay 4 life and 4 mana for Snuff Out. I was like, God damn it.
Oh, because of
He's like, yeah, you have to award 4